rebuild of the favorites. We here for the latest. South side or the north side, not tuned to the greatest. Home team for the home teams. Both sides got our own rings. On the mound or the long ball, but we don't pull the wrong strings. Yeah. It's that time of the year now. Wrigley or Ganty, so the whole league that we hear now. New show with a new mood. Discussions and interviews. Straight rumors that might be. This is Pinwheels and Knife.
I was just reading your header for the show. It's pretty accurate. White Sox sign guys.
Guys, that's all. Yeah. Guys.
Guys.
Yeah, you guys got guys.
Person.
All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1. What's going on, everybody? It is Saturday, January 6th, 2024, and you have found the Pinwheels. Yeah, you dick. I knew you were going to do it. I knew you were going to do it.
I can't help myself. I'm going to make all the January 6th jokes.
I knew you were going to do it. And you have
National
found the
holiday for St. Louis Cardinals fans.
Yes.
And
so
for Jordan Miller.
For all you Cardinals fans out there celebrating, hopefully it's a good time.
And Aubrey Huff, happy holidays.
Yep, and apparently Missy. But
oh, we're dead.
I know she's gonna kill me for that one. So a little Friday night special for those of you that watch us on the YouTubes. As I said, life got in the way a little bit this week, but you know, no weeks off for this show ever. So we decided to come together here on a Friday night on YouTube, Saturday if you're listening to us on Spotify, and hopefully some of you are listening to us on your way to 108 Day, up at Reggie's. I'm south, so it's up at Reggie's. So it could be the pregame show if you really want it to be.
Just wish really hard.
We can get Fitz to put on a spaghetti tank top.
I mean, I show some shoulder. It's nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
probably
have one.
But
for every super chat, Kevin will take a shot tonight.
No, it's dry January.
Oh, dry January. Yeah, he's eating peanut butter square things.
I guess, we're starting, so I might as well eat these. I'm going to go ahead and eat. I lied. I thought they were 15 milligrams. It's 10 milligrams each, so I'm going to eat 2. So it's going to be 20 milligrams for this. So.
For every super chat tonight.
Everybody try and guess when it actually hits.
Kevin
Let's
will
go.
smoke a blunt.
Well, for once, it's not a school night while we're doing this show, so I am enjoying a beverage, which is good.
Well, I'm not wearing any pants.
This is a 100% pantsless podcast. Yeah, dog. None of us wear pants on this show.
I won't wear pants until Jed Hoyer signs a player.
That is what we're gonna talk about tonight. Those look pretty. That was a good face or a bad face, Feds?
Oh, I could eat this whole thing.
There you go.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Cheers, bud. Hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm not sure if you're going or not, but cheers.
Well, that's cool.
Sam, you know you don't have to do that. You're already in my pants, bud.
Just 100% vodka.
A pants party.
I was actually watching. There's TikTok, and the guy's like, "This is how you look like a badass at a bar." And he walked up to the bar and he's like, "Give me a glass of vodka," and then he whispers, "Make it all water." And he gave it to the guy, and he chugs it. And he's like, "This vodka's so good." I don't know. Just made me think of that. I watched way too many TikToks while pooping. But we do actually have baseball stuff to talk about. As mentioned, Jed and Scott Boras are apparently in a severe staring contest with regards to free agents. They are the finalists for. Oh, fuck! I'm gonna fuck this guy's name up so bad.
You got it.
I want to say like, Come on. I'm
not gonna work here anymore.
I'm a Naga. It sounds like the dude when he's putting in Keisha. I'm a Naga.
I've learned with most of the Japanese names, you just have to like sound it out, and you'll get it. Like,
all I will say is, thank God, 100% that college football player going to West Virginia is not a baseball player, because that name would not be fun to say. If you don't know who I'm talking about, look up West Virginia football. The kid's last name is spelled Knigga.
Oh yeah. I saw that. Did I share that with you guys today, or did you share that with me? I can't remember.
No, I don't know. But hold on, I want to read this one. Super chat from our boy Bardo. God bless J Love and Fields. Hell, I don't know about the J Love part.
He's trolling me.
Oh, Fids. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was Fields.
He's gonna really hate Sunday night. I'm just gonna say this.
Also, Zoe, I have your Grateful Dead bobblehead that you will get tomorrow. Oh, that's cool. I like the second part of that. Cheers.
Will you squeeze his nipples for me when you're there? By the way, give him a little.
Probably not. But
Purple. Just.
probably not. I see. I've been so sucked in. I've had to leave. I've never really utilized the leave conversation button on Twitter. I've had to use it 4 times in the last week because for some reason I respond to like Justin Fields tweets and then I get sucked into like the same exact argument over and over and over. And I'm just like, all right, well, this is going in circles. It's like a dog chasing its tail right now.
I can't even argue anymore. I'm in a happy place. I'm like I'm at peace with anything they choose now at this point. I feel is the right move forward. So I'm good.
It is what it is, man. Yep. And it's just funny seeing all these current and former players being like, if they get rid of Fields, they're idiots. But it is what it is. I was laughing in the 108 show when Beef tried to bring it up, and I was just like, oh, Jesus, not this show, too.
It's pretty simple. Beat the Packers. No reason why he should stay. He shouldn't stay. Beat the Packers.
Right.
This is what happens when like 25 of the top 40 free agents in MLB haven't signed yet after New Year's.
In Chicago.
Yep.
Baseball shows have to transition to Justin Fields versus
Start
Caleb
with
Williams.
it. Start with it.
Yeah.
Fuck, we're leading with it.
You got guys pitching friendship T-shirts to Jeff Passan live on the show, but
shout out to those guys.
Yeah, big shout out to 108. The annual Jeff Passan episode. I think it was better this year than it was last year. It was extremely good. Smash or pass is about chaos.
So is Hagen, Beef. So is Hagen.
Let's do a little promo here, since honestly, I mean, I know we're doing a show here. We're going to talk about some Cubs and Sox signing guys.
This is a Friday night show. This is a little different. This is not.
No, I love this vibe. It's like it's Friday night casual.
Yeah,
you know,
this is
no
a weekend
pants,
show. No pants.
untucked
Weekend show.
shirt.
Mm-hmm.
What were you guys' biggest takeaways from the past and interview from the 108 pod?
I really liked his vantage point on Getz. It actually, not very often do I listen to podcasts or anything like that and go like, wow, that really changed my opinion on this. Like, it's just like when people on Twitter like tweet out something political and you're like, yes, that's going to make me change my entire political viewpoint for that tweet. But I will say the way that Passan angled Chris Getz and how it's unfair for people to shit on him because of the White Sox poor player development was very interesting to me. And it really did kind of change my vantage point, if you will, on Chris Getz, to the point where I don't have a really opinion on it. I'm going to wait and see what happens. I mean, obviously he's not out of the gate super hot, but I do agree with Passan that his first big test is going to be the return he gets for Dylan Cease.
Yeah.
And the fact that he hasn't, like, you know, like a little kid, like learning how to like play basketball or something, like he hasn't gotten all excited and fumbled the bag right away just to do it. Like he's taking these, he's playing it close to the chest. He's listening to these trade offers. Shit, he might wait to the trade deadline if the offer's not there. But I think that's a good litmus test for him. But the fact, I liked how he angled it and was like, when you're the director of player development, not only is it the second hardest job in the organization, but you can only work with the players that are given to you to develop. And, you know, you can give the best chef in the world a bag full of fucking lemons, but he can't make filet mignon out of that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's just, I didn't really think of it like that. I always just thought of it like they drafted studs and you fucked them up. And I think that's unfair. And so that was kind of the biggest thing I took away from it. It was really kind of a moment for me. And I was sober, so that was cool.
What about you, Kevin? What do you got from passing?
Well, you know, it was Eric. It was him giving a lot of positive optimism about Eric Fetty. I think that White Sox fans were pretty milquetoast about the signing, and I think that it seems to be a lot in the baseball circles that the guy might have found some magic overseas, and when guys find magic overseas, they could, be someone that can be a special story. I mean, let's be honest; those guys root for good stories like this. If there's a story like this that the guy comes back and he like dominates, or maybe not dominates, but pitches well. I say pitch well. I don't know if that's a lot of expectation, but a guy comes. So I love the idea that he was selling White Sox fans on Eric Fetty could be a good solid addition to the rotation, especially with the loss of Cease. You're going to see a lot of them. And, the development that he picked up overseas with the sweeper. It's a sweeper, right? Yeah. And
Yep.
The fact that he's added something to his arsenal and he's had some adversity and now he's battling back, it brings in a hungry guy that does have a World Series ring. But don't forget that. So there's a little bit in there, and a guy that has played some great baseball in bursts. I mean, especially as a college guy, and at the high school level, obviously great too. But as a college guy, he was great too. So it's kind of cool to see that maybe he's selling a little bit more on this. So I like the fact that maybe he sold some people, and they're going to be less pessimistic, and maybe throw out a little bit more belief in the kid. Because
the interesting part there too was how he basically said, "Don't be surprised if he starts out as a bullpen piece."
I took more of that as a worst case scenario. It's like, hey,
okay, that's fair.
$7.5 million for a reliever, and as the 108 guys pointed out, the White Sox under the old regime spent a lot more on relievers. So not bad. My biggest takeaway was who knew Jeff Passan, the ultimate wingman? How many of you guys are going to get frosted tips for your boy to get laid? So you can
at
get
this age. Not gonna happen.
Yeah,
but
shout out to Jeff Passan, like great wingman.
College though might have done it. Now, no chance. Now I'm telling you to go home and rub one out and go to sleep because I'm not doing that.
But like you get the frosted tips.
Yeah,
you're the one who's trying to get it here.
Yeah, you do all of that.
What's wrong with frosted tips? I mean, come on, we should bring it back. That tribal tattoos, they're not going anywhere. They're going to be around forever. It's a great idea.
We do okay. I mean, I think we have our next bet for 2024. Frosted tips bet.
I dyed
Jeff Passan 108 frosted tips bet.
I used to have frosted tips. Everyone did in the late 90s.
The other interesting thing, and going back to your boy Fetty, just the amount of money they paid for Fetty. And then you look at like the deals that Lucas Giolito got. Why the fuck not? You know what I mean? Like, what does that hurt? If Giolito's getting that kind of money, after that season he just had,
I think we saw the explosion of the contracts a few years ago. Like the Texas Rangers getting Simeon and Seager, and then the shortstop class last year. It changes it takes some time though, right? To adjust. We see these big deals. We're like, wait, that wasn't happening 5 years ago. So like, how long is it going to correct? Is it going to correct? Is it just going to keep escalating? But you look at pitching, and Passan in that interview brought it up too, and you brought it up with Lucas Giolito after a down couple seasons there, still getting a big chunk of dough with the Red Sox. Pitching is just so valuable that even if you can just go out there every fifth day. If you can be like a 4.2 ERA pitcher, which is, like around league average, that's valuable now. Like that's just like, bam, that's $15 million a year. Like that's just what it is now. That's just, however you want to say, good or bad. That's just how teams operate. Where it's like, hey, you're gonna give us 180 innings this year. You're gonna go out there and get us like a 4 ERA. We want you because damn, that's the cost of pitching now.
Mm-hmm. And we talked about it on the show last year after the lockout. There's sticker shock. It's not going to come back down. It's going up. It's going to continue to go up. The market in 4 years is actually. We're going to look back like we look back now at Bryce Harper's deal, and it's a freaking steal. And that was just a couple 4 or 5 years ago or whatever. Now we're gonna look back on a lot of these deals because the market value, the players are getting just more of their share of the profits the owners are already breaking in. We don't even realize how much these owners are breaking in. So if these guys are getting 5 to 7% of it, and then they go up to maybe 10% of it, that's literally the equivalent of like every major free agent, an additional 10 to 15% increase in what the salary would be over the previous year. It's the market is only going to continue to go up, and this is by design, because this is where the players are now have negotiated all this stuff in. They're holding true, and that lockout showed a lot of people a lot of things that these owners are really trying to protect. They're hoarding over their money like freaking like the dragon in freaking Lord of the Rings. And so you've got this whole issue now with the payroll is going to keep going up, and people it's hard for people to adjust to it. Do you remember when although you were like 4, but when Ryan Sandberg signed his contract with the Cubs back in 91, 92, it was like 4 years for like $22 million. And everyone's like, holy shit. I mean, that's And it's the reaction now is just it's just old world thinking as the world continues to evolve. That's why people keep freaking out with these numbers with like Bellinger and with Shohei. And look, this is the market. Like, it is what
Bellinger
it is.
might take that.
Yeah, he might.
And we candy bars.
Old Henry's.
Well, that's what the Angels are going to be offering.
But the problem is you're seeing, like you guys said, the sticker price for pitching, but then you're seeing these teams that are building almost like dream team lineups, and they go skimpy on the pitching, and they're first round exits, second round exits.
Yeah.
So that's where the whole catch-22 is, and the whole thing is like, you don't want to pay for pitching, but you need pitching to win shit.
I do think I was thinking about this earlier in terms of how slow the free agent process is. Obviously, we're hyper focused on the Cubs because they're supposed to be spending near the top of the market, and they're still sleeping. We haven't missed anything. We probably couldn't have. We didn't do a show this week. Wouldn't have missed a Cubs move because they still haven't done anything. But
that's not true.
When you
wire picking today,
40-man roster move,
40-man roster edition, not the 27-man, but the 40. We're almost there.
But if you look at the overall, just the inactivity and the besides, obviously Shohei and Yamamoto, the 2 biggest stars in free agency, going to the same team, the Dodgers. I do think that with the recent big spending that we've seen from the Padres, with the Mets, and and I know the Texas Rangers did it too, and they won the World Series this past year.
Mm-hmm.
But what have we seen with the Padres? It's like, man, they went for it back to back, off seasons, trade deadlines, spend a shit ton of money, and all they got was like an NLCS appearance. Didn't even make the playoffs in 23. After the season, they're like, "Fuck, we gotta cut payroll by $50 million." They trade away Juan Soto, and they've had these signings for some pitchers in the past couple weeks, which is good, solid moves. But you look at the New York Mets when they went crazy, paying Scherzer and Verlander $40 million a year, and then bam, 2 months into the season, they've got to blow it up because everything just fell apart. I think there is maybe a little trickle-down effect where other owners are like, see, we don't have to go out there and spend.
Unfortunately.
Because hey, look at those teams. They went for it. Fans loved it. And what do they get? Nothing. And if you look at the free agent market, that's kind of what's happening. Cody Bellinger, love him. Want the Cubs to land him. But there is a reason. It's not just the Cubs. No one. The Giants aren't right now. The Blue Jays aren't right now. These teams are not calling up Scott Boras, and they're not like, hey, yes, we'll give you the $250 million right now. No, they're willing to wait it out. They're willing to lose just so they don't have to spend the extra money right now. That's what it looks like.
It looks like that, and also just looks like teams are becoming a little bit more realistic with, if we don't have pitching, we're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
And if you drop $250 million in Cody Bellinger, you're throwing out AAA pitchers, AA pitchers, and
that's what we saw with one of the things we can't talk about is that San Francisco Giants, Seattle Mariners.
That's exactly where I was going to.
Mm-hmm. The Mariners, they get Robbie Ray, former Cy Young guy, but he's not coming back until August, maybe.
Half a season of Robbie Ray, yeah. Maybe.
And it's like, all right, if he's healthy, you're getting an ace type pitcher, but dude's in his 30s coming back from Tommy John. I don't know. What were you guys' thoughts on that trade? That was a little. Jerry Dipoto, we knew it. Trades were coming.
I saw it, and it was funny that tweet that came out that was like he had a no trade clause till January 1st. So Dipoto literally waited 4 days until after that was waived to trade him. It was one of those things where, like I told you, Jeff Passan's the only guy that I got alerts on Twitter. So it popped up on my phone. I thought he fucked up. I thought it was like a typo or he left out a name or something. Because basically they gave Mitch Haniger back to the Mariners.
Yeah.
For half a season of Robbie Ray.
They did get a okay pitcher. What the fuck is his name? Anthony Disclafani. I mean, he's all right. Kind of offset some of that money.
But here's me. I mean, this trade for it's one move out of this, but here's my concern, and I think I might have even mentioned in our DMs. This is also the Giants clearing up space in their clubhouse of outfielders, perhaps in in preparation for perhaps a signing of a new outfielder that can then push Yaz to the bench as a depth guy, because Yaz is basically on that bottom end now. He's more of a spot starter, not an everyday guy. And
Yaz feels like a future White Sox.
And that's the thing, is I'm sitting here and the Cubs are here dealing with Cody Bellinger and hanging on slowly but surely. And the Giants are freeing up space for another outfielder on their roster. I'm starting to get bigger butterflies than I've already had. And I've told you guys this all offseason that I feel like the Giants are a terrifying dark horse, especially once the Dodgers went apeshit. And now desperation is a tender trap. And I'm very concerned that Jed is out here trying to play like, Wolf of Wall Street, and trying to cut as many dollars off this deal, not necessarily to save money, but just because the rush of the deal. I think that's Jed's thing. I think he's like one of those stockbroker guys that, like, it's not about the money, it's more about the rush of like winning the deal. And I'm terrified that he's going to end up playing too much and flying too close to the sun, like I said today earlier on my post. And the Giants are going to come in here and just say, "Fuck it, here, take it. No more Arson Judge. We're playing." And the desperation really plays into it. Their owner today said that they're not done, and all this stuff seems to be happening. I'm very concerned that this is the dark horse that's going to slide in and pull Cody Bellinger from the Cubs and really leave the Cubs in a really rough spot this offseason, because they feel like a lot of people believe they're the only ones in the race, and they're not. They're really not.
It's either that or it's going to be like, if you guys ever watched that Storage Wars show where people they bid on the storage locker, it could be like the Cubs, I don't know, pick any character, and basically the Giants and, I don't know, let's say like the Yankees are basically just like, watch this, we're going to fuck these guys. And they just keep bidding and bidding and bidding to raise up the price. And then the Cubs are going to get in there and be like, yeah, $320. And they're going to be like, yeah, bye. Have fun with that.
That's the thing. I think what's happening right now is the opposite.
Yeah.
Like, none of the teams are bidding. Scott Boras is like in the front of the storage container. He's like, guys, come on. There's stuff in the box.
From a Major League Baseball free agent today is nobody's signing until February, period. And I said, is this because of Boras? His response, absolutely not.
Oh, okay, so
why is no one signing until February though?
So then it's Cody Bellinger comes like,
he was alluding that the owners
good.
The owners and the front offices aren't offering any deals of like, right now they're all like, well, fuck it, fine. We're not signing. If you're not going to offer anything good, we're not taking it. So it sounds like, based on what Chasen was saying, this is from Shreve, that these offers aren't coming in for real. Like, and this is him, obviously he's communicating what his agent's dealing with too, is that the deals that are coming in are far under what they should be for these guys. And they're like, well, fuck you. I'll wait till February. We'll let you sweat it out. You deal with your fan base. Have your fan fest with a bunch of no-namers and a couple of returners from last year. Have fun with that. Good job. And so there's that too. These guys, some of these guys are seeing the writing on the wall, and maybe you're right in that sense, but I think that inevitably the market's going to have to shift upwards because, well, we know Cody Bellinger won't sit out, but we know Cody Bellinger will sure as hell if he's going to take a cheap fucking deal, he's going to take a 1 year to go play for the Dodgers and win a fucking World Series. So, and come back next year. So this is the thing that these guys are doing right now, is they're kind of trying, the owners are, the front offices, not owners, but more off. They're kind of lowballing a little bit right now in a lot of ways after the Shohei stuff. Everything's such a big letdown. And these players are like, well, fine, I'll just wait it out too. So it sounds like it's everybody.
No, and that's why I keep saying, like, as like Cubs fans should be annoyed, pissed off that it's January. It's about to be January 6th if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcast. But not one free agent move. $0 spent in free agency along with the Marlins.
Mhm.
But at the same time, the one guy that the top remaining target is Cody Bellinger. And all the news that you get right now is just a big old staring contest between Scott Boras and all the teams. And right now we're getting the playbook from both sides. This past week, Scott Boras hit up his boy John Heyman, and we got the direct copy and paste email into the New York Post. It's like, Cubs, not so certain. That all that was, hey, Cubs, do you want Cody Bellinger? Offer more than $200 million. And the Cubs are on the other side being like, no one's really offering Cody Bellinger anything. We'll keep waiting it out. The Giants, they're still in it, but like they haven't offered anything. The Blue Jays, what are they going to offer anything? Who else is in it? And that's just they're just going back and forth right now. It's been going on for a month. Obviously, we got swept up in the craze with Shohei and Yamamoto. But like that's why this offseason is so. I was gonna say I am surprised because Cody Bellinger is the one top position player left, and it's kind of a drop off after him. And I'm surprised that there aren't teams like taking advantage of that and be like, all right, bam, let me swoop in here. Let me give you, even if it's not the crazy numbers that we've seen that Boras was saying, like 300 million, but they're like, hey, we'll do 8 years, 30 million a year. Fuck it, let's do it. No team is doing that. No team is doing that yet. So
yeah. But here's the thing too, and you guys know how I feel about this too, is I'm so fucking tired of the blaming Scott Boras thing. Because Scott Boras is literally acting at the direction of his. If Cody Bellinger wanted to play for the Cubs immediately, he would tell Scott Boras to get something done. He wants the money too. If he wanted to, please don't say hometown discount, Cub fans. He played here for a damn year.
Yeah.
Okay. Hometown discount is Arizona. That's the Dodgers. That's not the Cubs. Okay. It's 1 year. The dude is sitting here going, if he wanted to be a Cub and it was only about being a Cub and not about money, he'd be signed by right now. So stop and this is what I love what Scott Boras does so well. Scott Boras is the shield for these players when it comes to optics. Everybody blames Scott Boras. For some reason, they're under the stupid misconception that Scott Boras is their boss and is running their show. It's like the equivalent of me going to McDonald's and you telling me the cashier is my boss when I try to order what I want off the fucking McDonald's menu. He's out there doing what they want him to do, but he's just, he's been wearing it for 30, 40 years now at this point. He becomes the shield of optics for these guys. So everyone blames Boras and the players kind of slide under radar and get off the way scot-free. But in the end, if these guys wanted to sign, they would take the next deal that was, that was given and say, let's get it done. I want to go play for the Cubs. Done. But it's not there. Cody has not gotten a single offer that is commensurate with what Cody Bellinger wants. It's not what Scott Boras wants. It's what Cody Bellinger wants. It's what Blake Snell wants. It's what what's his name? Montgomery wants. It's not what Scott Boras wants. It's what those guys want. But Boras is going to do what he does to get them what they want. And he'll stand there.
Picture of Jed Hoyer.
He'll wear the arrow. He'll wear the arrows of the everyone's insults, and everyone will blame him. And that's what he does so well. He doesn't give two shits what you think, but he is going to take care of his clients, and that's what makes him such an incredible agent. And as a player, you don't ever hear. I think someone brought up the one time someone fired Scott Boras. It was Kenny Rogers before he signed with the Dodgers. Nobody else has fired him, and nobody else talks shit about him because everybody loves him. He protects them, and that's it's funny. It's a low hanging fruit, and it actually shows a lack of understanding about the process to always blame Scott Boras for this. It's the players. It's the players when they want to sign, when they see something that's commensurate with what they're looking for, they'll sign. Give them what they want, and they'll sign. But now they're not getting what they want, and as a result, they're still not signed. Don't blame the messenger. Blame the guy that actually sent the message, and that's the player, and that's fine because they deserve it. They deserve it.
This is definitely. It's bottom line. It's about the money. These guys are free agency. This is their one.
It's their big shot.
Their big shot at a life-changing money. Yeah. No, I'll never blame them. And again, but it's also hard to blame your team or whatever when there seems to be a consensus league-wide that, hey, this guy maybe isn't worth what he's asking for. So I know it's hard.
Or it's collusion by front offices to keep the money down, too, since we know that they always operate with such integrity.
Like, we've seen... that's true. Like, MLB owners, we know, the most trustworthy of people. Like we've seen other teams spend huge money on free agents. It's not like they don't. Like Trey Turner, he got his money really fast last.
The Dodgers spent $1 billion.
Yeah, the Dodgers spent like the money. The Texas Rangers, they went to Corey Seager and Simeon right away. They're like, hey, bam, let's get this deal.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I do think that there's a.
I'm really bummed.
They just don't believe in the Cody Bellinger resurgence from 2023.
And that's where he's going to maybe end up taking another 1-year deal with an opt-out. Say, fuck you, I'll prove it. Give me a big AAV for this year. And then next year, do it all over again. And he would end up
sign him 1 year, $50 million, right field here. Come on.
I think in that one circumstance, though, he ends up going back to the Dodgers for another year. Like that if he's going to do one of the 1-year spinners, I don't think he's going to come to Chicago. I don't think he's going to sign with the Cubs. I think he'd sign with someone like the Dodgers because it is fuck it. Why not? Why not go crazy, folks?
I don't think he'd go back.
I don't think he does. I don't think he does a 1-year shit. I think he did his 1-year shit, and he's going to get the biggest contract he can possibly get this year.
Well, he'll wait it out. But I'm saying if it doesn't come to what he wants, he can very easily.
I think if anything, he'll do the Correa deal. He'll have the opt out after 1 year, but like it'll be like a 3 years.
Tim Anderson's going to Korea.
Dude, talk about a guy who hasn't been talked about at all.
At all.
I remember Sox fans. They're like, this guy's going to sign for like $15 million.
At all. The only time I've ever seen it was Bleacher Report did like their standard like 10 slide Instagram post, and they needed to fill a slide, and they threw Tim Anderson in there.
Actually, you know what? One of the funniest things I saw recently, I forget if it was around, I think it was around Christmas time. I think it was Pedro Grifol who was like, man, if you look at our lineup, it's pretty damn good. You know, all we're missing is like a guy like TA. It's like, hey, you could have had him. Like, why are you talking about Tim Anderson, Pedro? That's gone. Let that go. What are you doing? I just thought that was funny. He just randomly brought up to me. He's like, yeah, this is a pretty good lineup. We're missing TA, but you know, other than that, it's like you guys could have had him. What are you talking about?
And then TA posts his Instagram story of him in the batting cage. It was nothing special, and like people are like, "Oh, TA's back in the lab." I'm like, motherfucker, he better be getting those first class tickets ready because he's going.
It is so.
As long as he's wearing rubbers this offseason, he's in good shape. That's just it.
Jeff had, or I think Beeflo was the one that brought it up to Passion last night. How like all these moves that Chris Getz is making, like again, they're in the 2024 White Sox are going to suck. These moves are just to fill out roster spots because you just need bodies to get through a season. But he was like, any move that's brought up that gets done right now, it's just toxicity from the fan base. And all I remember from that Tim Anderson video was all the first 3 comments I saw was like, what, ground ball to second and a pop out to center? Like that's what he's posted. Yep. Oh man. Talk about a guy who's like the last guy who was a star and then bam.
I don't say poor TA. I mean, sometimes he brought it on himself. Like I don't feel bad for him in that sense. He's
a guy who like he made it. He went from like
he won the batting title. He
was an all-star shortstop for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm. And heavy as the head.
And then to like nobody like bench second baseman in like a matter of 18 months.
Hey man, success is like carbs. They make you fat.
He even played good at the World Baseball Classic. Like he played second base. He stepped up. He had some good hits, good at bat. Like I was like, all right, cool. Oh, Missy just got here. I'm glad she didn't see the intro.
Happy January 6th.
Happy holidays, Missy. Oh, wow. Oh my God.
But yeah, long story short is I hope TA likes sushi. Homie,
is there any looking at the big free agents left, and again, plenty of them? Is there besides Bellinger? At least for me, I'm still surprised that has been more aggressive, just because he is the only. Well, like him and Chapman, I guess. But like
I was gonna say, I thought Chapman would be signed by now.
Okay. What about you, Kevin? Are you surprised by any other guys not being signed yet?
I'm a little shocked that Snell hasn't. I'm a little shocked that Hader. I thought Hader would probably sign a little sooner too, and I thought
Hader be in Texas shooting shit already.
And yeah, I'm looking through the list of there. I mean, Jock's still out there. Justin Turner, JD Martinez, CA Kershaw, but he'll eventually sign.
No, he's gonna sign until the summer because
Yeah.
I think he had surgery.
Yeah, so he's fine. And then you got I'd say probably it's got to be
I am the leprechaun.
Shit.
Yeah. Our Friday show is way better.
I think maybe I should eat one
You should
more.
do the rest of the show like that.
No,
tell
I won't be able to
us
see.
a ghost stories, though. Tell us a ghost story.
I am the leprechaun. No, don't do it again.
All right,
Wayne's
so
World reference.
resident Sox fan on the show right now. Shout out Mitch, hardworking Mitch.
Shout out Mitch. No days off, Mitch.
Who
Ever.
besides Fetty, because he got legit money, 7.5 average. That's big boy money. Who out of the other guys that the White Sox have signed? Do you have a favorite?
So many to choose from.
Who's your guy? Oh, let's do that. Who's your guy right now?
Well, I like Tim Hill just because my tweet about him blew up a little bit when I said he looks like he smokes cool 100s and stays at the motel on 78th and Cicero.
All right. By the way, who's he fooling? He's not 33. Or what does he say he is?
I don't know. Tim Hill's 86 years old. They mentioned it on the 108 last night how hilarious it was that people were outraged that they signed Chad Cull to a minor league contract. Chad Cull? Oh, look at holy shit, he's like Beetlejuice. You say his fucking name and he appears.
Oh, you talking shit?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a hardworking man.
Look at that guy.
I got 11 minutes before my 9 o'clock show, and then I'll hop back on for another half hour or so.
Well, I can tell you right now, Mitch, the Friday show vibes are a lot different than the Wednesday show vibes. One, because I'm drinking. Two, Fids is taking edibles. All those drinking straight vodka. This is just.
Well, I'm sober, so at least we have some sense of reason here in this chat.
Well, we're talking about all the guys the White Sox signed right now. We started Tim Hill, and then we got Chad Cull, and then they designated Carlos Perez, RIP. They signed Chris Flexen. Who else we got? We got Martin Maldonado was official.
Well, you forgot the biggest one, the Buttonmeister himself, Zach Remelard's gone. I thought that would have been Pedro's guy. He's fast, he's versatile, he bunts. I thought they wanted to play small ball. What the fuck's going on over there?
That's what I thought too, Mitch. I'm like, whoa, Chris Gatz going against his own.
I know he's not good, but neither of any of the guys that they've signed.
Oh wait! I didn't know this.
For the style that they're trying to play.
Carlos Perez is back. He's on the Charlotte Mets now.
There you go. They cleared waivers.
There we go. Yeah. I figured
he was. But the Astros claimed Declan Cronin off waivers. Declan Cronin's such a good Southside name. Such a good Southside name.
Low key, I thought they had something there. I'm not gonna say he was gonna be good, but his ground ball rate through every level he's pitched in the minors, including last year, even though he's getting knocked around a little bit, really good. And it's small sample size, but I actually think he could be. I think that's a nice pickup for the Astros.
Fuck me. Yeah, dog said Mitch has that Aquanet fade, dog. Holy shit, that's hilarious. Yes.
There.
Declan Cronin. I think I went to school with 10 Declan Cronins on the south side of Chicago. I really wish he would have worked out here because that would have been a perfect.
Oh, I agree.
South side name. I guess my guy. Fuck, I don't really have a guy out of this group.
They just signed or just in general?
So all the guys.
One of the guys.
You can't pick Fetty because he got. He got.
You can't pick Fetty, even though that's probably who I would have picked, but can't pick Fetty.
I'm going Maldonado. Maldonado's going to be my guy.
There you go.
Ooh. Locker room vibes guy, World Series champion. That was actually that signing made sense to me because a lot of
legend.
I don't know, and I guess it's not a big deal because we're going to be shitty next year anyway. But it's kind of annoying. None of these you have no idea what the direction of this franchise is because all these guys.
Well, I can tell you the direction.
Well, yeah, I mean, right. But none of them are long-term moves. None of these are long-term. They have not added one piece that's going to help them when the supposed contention window is back up.
Put some fucking respect on Tim Hill's name, buddy.
Hey, Martin Maldonado has a 2025 option. So
yeah.
Woo! I'm going to go with Tim Hill just because my tweet making fun of him blew up. So I'm gonna rock with them.
This is one question I wanted to ask you guys, and we go back to the Jeff Pass and talking about how important the Dylan Cease return is going to be for the White Sox. How scared are you guys that it's going to be like a Chris Sale trade 2.0, and the stars you get
He
back?
brought that
2.0?
up, dude. He brought that up.
Like, it hinges. Your rebuild, because let's call it what it is. This is another rebuild. It hinges on the stars you get back from Dylan Cease.
He 100% brought that up as like a comp, and I was like, oh fuck, like that's not great. I
It
don't
mostly
like that
hinges
even.
on it though, but you still have Chiaro, who's supposed to be a cornerstone, like he's probably the future catcher. You still got Montgomery coming up. You still have Gonzalez that they drafted, so that is a big part of it. But I don't think it completely hinges on it because they got a lot of other guys that they're pushing their chips in. Even like Nastarini, Jake Eater too is another huge one because he traded Berger for him. That's a guy I feel like he has got a lot of pressure on him too. It's a lot's going to hinge on that. So yeah, I agree. It's a big, but I don't think it's the end all be all if they don't work out. And
Mitch, this regime did not trade for him.
No, well,
big, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But I will say MLB just did their, a player from each team that could break out this season, blah, blah, blah. It was Eater for the White Sox. I mean, I know that doesn't mean shit, but I'm running with whatever I can get these days. So
it is concerning he had to go to pitchers and catchers camp last year, though, in the middle of the season. That was a little.
Guy likes to play.
Fine. Wasn't he coming back from injury?
He was, but it's because he was struggling so much. They're like, hey, like, let's.
Well, wait, was he hurt or was he hurt?
No,
hey, they're just building him back up. Come on, guys.
Because he missed a full year, so it was like hurt. It was more shaking off rust.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of injuries this season for the White Sox.
Well, that's why I'm not confident.
Guys are just going to
have a breakout season. I think he's going to get hurt too.
Nope, that's happening. Yohan Moncada breakout. That's
for the first 2 weeks of April till something.
That is my
walking
massive hot take for this season. Is Yohan Moncada is going to have a fucking career year on his contract?
You should do it, Yohan Moncada, 2023 or 2024 MVP. That guy has seen some stuff.
I gave him $1 on the street the other day. I'm telling you,
he was great. He was great in semi-pro.
I think he was in your story about the madhouse.
Camp story. He was one of the guys that was getting cleared out.
Do you remember when he hit the half-court shot? He hit the half-court shot in semi-pro.
Yes.
Yeah.
This dude has never met a drum circle he doesn't like.
He loves Reiki. He loves the word Reiki.
He is in it to win it, dude. This is what happens of years of solving mysteries in the mystery machine with a talking dog does to you.
It is. It's literally Shaggy at 40.
All those years have taken their toll. He is now turned to drugs.
Right now, Dog's watching this show and being like, that dude looks like a guy I hang out with. But still, like this, yeah. That's gonna stay in the archives here. We're gonna reference that Tim Hill picture quite a bit this season.
Tim over the hill.
Wrong. I love it when Dog's here. It just makes me laugh. Come on, he looks like he's from Burbank.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Come on, cool 100s.
It looks like he's
honestly. He looks like a good hang. I would hang out with Tim Hill.
He looks like a big
NASCAR too.
There he is. He looks like a big fan of Primus. He listens to Primus. Maybe a big fan of Dimebag Darrell. That's probably a Dimebag Darrell rest in peace picture, like poster in his room.
Oh, Bridgeview, my fault. I thought you were a Burbilly.
So. Since we've been doing this show, well, when we started the show, the White Sox were middle of the rebuild. Now heading to 2024, and as we've seen with the moves, I don't know why people are questioning, like, oh, what's it like? I get what you're saying, Mitch, like, long term, like beyond 2024. But in terms of like this season, we know what it is. The White Sox are going to suck. Like they're doing these moves because they're not trying to win in 2024.
I get
which
where
is
you're
weird
going with that.
because tanking doesn't really help them that much. But
that's why it's like confusing me. Like they can't tank. None of them are like long-term pieces. Like I get if you're gonna be bad and you got some like placeholders from some guys, but they still got a hole at second base. They still got a hole at right field. They haven't addressed. It's I don't know. It's a kind of
Brett Phillips is your starting right fielder.
Yeah,
But
That,
like,
actually, no, that's my guy.
that's your
Going
Brett Phillips.
Yeah, Brett Phillips is my guy. I forgot
All
about
right.
that fucker. He doesn't see any of that money though, unless he makes the major league squad, which is wild.
I'm sure.
Close, Missy. 4 minutes ago.
But like, what are you
clocked
guys?
it.
How are you guys at? Like
35,
like
49.
feelings wise with like the like.
This is the least excited I've been for a White Sox baseball season.
Yeah,
Probably in like the last 10 years from what I can remember. Even when they were bad going the rebuilds, it was like, oh, well, at least the seats are going to be cheap. We'll have a grand old time watching Yolmer dunk Gatorade on people. But like now it's just like, yeah, I don't know.
I'm already tired of the idea of prospect watching because we're gonna be doing that all fucking season.
Old prospect.
Watching
I'm an old prospector.
me and Choppy here. I'm already tired of it. I already know I'm gonna have to watch fucking grainy video feeds from Birmingham and shit like that to watch these. And this is gonna be a season where if the White Sox win the series, you're not gonna talk about how good the White Sox played. You're gonna talk about how shitty the other team played because the White Sox are dog shit. It's like, oh, the White Sox just took 3 out of 4 from the Yankees. What's wrong with the Yankees? It's like no one's going to talk about how good the White Sox are.
You know what else is frustrating about the offseason additions, like too? And I get they're trying to improve the defense. There's an article I posted at Sports Mockery this morning. Look at the slash lines of every guy they've acquired.
Good plug there, man.
It is brutal. You will not find one besides 2 guys that they added to minor league deals that have played less than like 25 games in the show. You will not find one over 250 as an overall batting average. I think the overall OPS was like 5 something from like all their combined signings. I don't know where the hell the offense is going to come from because they were 29th in runs scored last year. And I think we can all agree there's going to be significantly worse this year. So that'll be interesting to see how many runs they score.
Unders, baby. O's going to college on White Sox unders.
But the pitching staff is going to suck, so they're going to give up a lot of runs. It's kind of like a double-edged sword.
Team totals.
Yeah. Okay.
Team total unders. I've dabbled in gambling. Team total unders all day for the White Sox.
They're going to adjust quickly though.
They're unders.
After the first week of April, White Sox team totals are going to be like at 2.5.
1.5.
Yeah,
that's what I think it'll be. Yeah. 2.5. I'll hammer that.
I'll still bet the under. Dude, they're 4 hitters. Andrew Benintendi.
Sweet Lord. All right. I'll be back in a little bit. I got a show to do. Give me 10 minutes.
Go get him, Tiger.
Enunciate. Use your inflections.
Aloy's still on.
Diaphragm.
Oh, actually, let's go through it. I mean, we have nothing else.
No, we have nothing
White
else
Sox
to
fans.
About what's the what's your starting lineup looking there?
I'm
for
just
the 2024
chickens.
Sox?
Higgins.
Well, we don't know who's playing right field yet.
Let's just slot him in. Brett Phillips. He earned it. He got that job in spring training.
It's him versus fucking what up, Dougie? It's him
like
versus
Gavin Sheets.
Colas. Hey, don't forget about Oscar. Oscar's working with.
They already said, dude. They're like, this guy needs more time at AAA.
Don't do it. Oh, he did it.
Uh-oh.
He ate another fucking cube.
We're gonna be great.
All right, actually, you know what? So I'll let you. No, you pick your right fielder.
Well, I'm gonna let Oscar lose his job.
Okay.
He's working out with Luis Robert. We're seeing the Instagram stories.
All right.
Still really doesn't matter. So we got Ben Tenney in left, Lubob in center. We'll say Colas in right, Yohan at third, Paul DeDong at short. Who's your second base? We'll go Romy just because Missy's here. Romy's at second.
Vaughn.
Mighty Mouse at first.
Team leader, clubhouse leader.
And here you got Strassi versus Maldonado, catcher.
It's probably going to be Maldonado.
And then Eloy DH.
Who the fuck is the leadoff guy out of those players?
Benintendi. He had a base.
I hope to God they don't put Luis Robert back at leadoff. Look, I mean, that's elementary school splits. If you look at Luis Robert, he does not bat well in the leadoff, and do not do square peg round hole thing again. Oh boy, those edibles are really hitting. This is actually really funny.
Appropriation.
After the show, Kevin's going to be broadcasting to that window behind him.
No, I'm over here. You're talking to the plant.
So okay, we'll go Benintendi leading off. He did an okay job towards the end of the year with that. Then what? You put
Luis Robert. Jr.?
Yeah, you got to bet Robert 2.
Eloy 3, power hitter.
Eloy 3, then Vaughn 4.
Vaughn 4. Yeah.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
He's
Yohan Mancada 5.
Yohan Mancada 5. The Dong 6. Cola 7.
Second baseman 8.
Romy 8. We're gonna put second baseman there. Just
TBD 2B.
And then catcher 9.
Catcher 9.
All right.
If that doesn't send fucking shivers down your spine, opposing pitchers, I don't know what will.
Catch the fucking fever, baby.
The NL Central or AO Central.
Don't even get me started on that rotation.
Actually, let's get to it. Rotate. You know what? I'll get you guys still have Dylan Cease.
All those just like clubbing me while I'm in the fetal position.
Because we're about to do the Cubs right now, and guess
very
what?
violent.
It doesn't get a lot better.
This is like Ian Ziering getting beat up on Hollywood Boulevard the other day.
When do the Sox announce they re-signed TA to play second base and lead off for no reason? It's going to be hard to get him back from Japan, bud. We've already earlier in the show, Dougie, we've come to the realization that TA is going to play in Japan for a year.
Hey, I'll say I would not rule out the White Sox re-signing to.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Dude, especially if he doesn't have a market at all right now. And they're like, TA, come on, couple million. You love Chicago. Some fans still love you. Come reset your value at second base. So you got Dylan Cease.
Yeah.
Fetty's your 2.
No way. We'll put.
Tell me who's your 2? Kopech?
Yeah.
All right, Kopech's your 2. Yeah, Elvis is in the house.
I just watched that movie today.
Priscilla or Elvis?
Elvis,
2 now.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Priscilla, the dude from what's it called? What's the HBO show? Euphoria. He plays Elvis in that Priscilla film.
Here we go.
Way
What
better.
about the bummer trade?
Oh yeah, Mike Soroka, number 2. That bummer trade, they brought it up on the 108 show. That bummer trade was fucking weird, dude. It's just a weird trade. Even long after the fact now, one of those guys from Atlanta got a hit, right?
You would hope. Because Bummer, like they said, I think we mostly said it. Aaron Bummer's going to be good again in Atlanta. So the White Sox just have to have somebody who's okay.
Well, Brett's on reserve for Brett's probably going to pitch 40 innings this year because he loves to pitch when they're getting their shit kicked in.
He's going to be tied for 5th in reliever appearances.
Oh, Beef. Now that I know you're watching, this would be a good over-under for your show when you guys do your over-under show. Over-under Brett Phillips innings this year. Total pitch.
Yes.
I'm not kidding. I wish I was kidding. I'm not fucking kidding.
I'm going to look up. How many does he have in his career? Let's see.
What was I going to say? All right, so you got Cease, who's not
Ahmad Rosario's still out there for a 2-bagger, by the way.
Another guy who
Soroka, and then Kopech, and then Betty Wap, and then pick a minor leaguer.
A 683 OPS isn't bad from the 2-bagger spot, I don't think, right? No?
Oh, yeah, it's fine.
It's not terrible.
All right, here we go. Brett Phillips has he only has 5 1/3 innings pitched. He was limited in 2023. He only pitched 1/3 of an inning with the Angels. His career best season workload rise 2022, 4 innings with the Rays, and then 1 inning in 2020.
Yeah, he does it. He goes out there and he laughs his ass off the whole fucking time and throws meatballs. And then, if he gets a swing and a miss, he does the big face, like where he like tries to laugh but nothing comes out.
There's gonna be a lot of tweets from that. What is it, like Cespedes backyard barbecue of position player pitching and Sox down 15-2.
Do we still got a Cespedes on the squad somewhere? Is he still lingering? What happened to him?
What did happen? He got hurt on his ranch stepping on a hole or something with the Mets. I think that was it.
No,
I think he never finished out with the Mets.
No, we have the little cousin.
Oh yeah.
Or the half brother or whatever the fuck he is.
Yoelki?
Yeah.
I don't know what did happen to him. I remember the last time we talked about him, we compared his swing to Sammy Sosa. Did it go up or down since that comparison?
I keep forgetting the kid's like 5'8".
Yeah. Tank.
Yeah. Speaking of tank, we were talking about remember Diane Vizcaíno or whatever her name, left fielder that Hawk always tanks. I really thought that kid was going to be fucking good. I think there was like one of those like Twitter like retweet this with a prospect you thought was going to be great and never panned out. I had two. It was Tanks and remember what the fuck was his name? Third baseman Josh Fields.
Fields?
Yeah, because I called Justin Fields Josh Fields for a long time because I kept fucking it up because I thought Josh Fields was going to be that guy.
Holy
I thought he was going to be good, dude.
He was not that guy.
I thought he was it, man. I thought that was like a cornerstone player, build around him, future franchise guy.
Do you guys want a Yoelki Cespedes update?
Sure.
All right. Yoelki started 2023 at AA. He played 110 games. I got an ad. I exited out. All right, here we go. He slashed 214, 315, 326. So it's a 641 OPS. Not good. He did have 9 home runs, but then he did get promoted to AAA. He ended the season 11 games, 362 batting average, no walks.
362.
There you go. He went. Let's see how many hits here. He went 17 for 47 with a home run, 6 doubles. All right, but
Maybe,
something positive. It's the end of the season.
He's an outfielder, right?
Yep.
Maybe that's
right field. Your future right fielder, maybe.
Maybe that's your star right fielder. If he starts in right field, you 108 boys better treat him nice.
He is 26.
Jesus fuck.
He's been in the Sox system. He's been in the Sox system since 2021.
He's 20 fuck.
2021? Oh, so a couple years. Familiar with the organization. He's been developed by that power.
And you were right, so he is the half brother of Yoenis Cespedes.
Yeah, half brother. I know everyone right away was like, "Oh, he's his brother," but that's not.
And this dude has thick ass eyebrows.
Best friend's former roommate.
Yeah, he's got serious caterpillars going on above his eyes.
Like Anthony Davis style, or there's two of them.
They're not connected. They're separate. But they're. I mean, we've got Bush.
Like Eugene Levy? Eugene Levy style?
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Okay. A little bit more like Andy Rooney. Okay. I got it.
Like the Cuban version
of Andy Rooney.
Yes.
Zoe, do you want to keep going? Do you want to do a bullpen?
Sure, why not?
All right.
Tim Hill for 5 innings a night.
Ace reliever. He's gonna be your Brian Shaw. He's just gonna be every game.
You know what I need more than air? I need the camera to catch Tim Hill flicking a cigarette before he runs onto the field. You know, like he doesn't think he's on the camera and he like takes that one last like
the last hit, yeah,
flicks it and then just runs on the field and just strikes out the side. I'll lose my shit if that happens. Holy fuck, that'd be amazing. What do we got? We got who's the fucking closer on the Jesus fuck?
Santos.
For now. I have a weird feeling he's going to be included in the Cease trade.
Okay.
To sweeten that pot a little bit. Like I still go back to Beef trade for Randy Rosarina. That was Cease and Santos.
The Rays do love to sell guys at their highest value.
I still think it's a good idea. Tim Hill puts this thing out on Santos while he takes a nap. Fucking hell. Oh, that's all you need for your bullpen right there, ladies. There's the face of the White Sox bullpen this year.
All right, Kevin, your turn. Cubs lineup. Who you got?
Whew. All right. Well, I mean, look at this. Here, by the way,
And remember, right now we're dealing with no Cody Bellinger. I don't think we have a first baseman.
Yeah.
We don't really have a third baseman.
So we're gonna rock
and 20 catchers.
There's the
shit! What is that?
Those are the eyebrows of Mickey Rooney. Andy Rooney,
What
excuse me, Andy Rooney, not Mickey Rooney. Totally different actor.
was that? Dr. Seuss? The
the Lorax.
Yeah, that's right.
Andy Rooney is the father of eyebrows. Let's see. All right, so let's see here. Cubs roster currently, right? So we got to get the active roster going. I actually got to pull this up here. So I'm going to obviously start with. We got to have. I guess if we don't have Cody, we got to go with Summer of Taubman, right? Leading off.
I want to ask you. Actually, this is a good conversation.
Actually, I got to see it visually.
This is a good conversation starter. PCA is the automatic start at AAA. Or
not if you're in spring.
Training?
If he fucking rakes in spring, you can't send him. You play. You go.
You have to. Cubs fans will get the pitchforks out and the tiki torches and shit.
No,
if he plays good in spring training, he's got to be up.
So you would be surprised how many Cubs fans have already turned their backs on Pete Crow Armstrong.
You know what? Although I am very surprised because I keep seeing these Cubs fans throwing out these hypothetical trades and shit, and they all start with PCA.
They
even with this,
I think
training for Cease, like
appearances, they're like, this guy stinks.
It is amazing to me. I was actually thinking about that the other day because especially like even when Cubs fans are putting together like fake Cease trades, which guys stop fucking doing that. Although I'm looking at you,
blame Bruce Levine. He keeps bringing up the Cubs.
Bruce, I don't pick on the elderly. Every trade that I see Cubs fans making starts with, well, PCA, and then it's like, well, why are you guys so quick to get rid of this kid?
Insane.
I would take PCA in a heartbeat, not for Cease, but I'd take him for in a heartbeat.
Insane. I agree with you, Kevin. Though. If he looks ready, I think you got his defense alone. I think is valuable. You just bury him in the lineup, bet him 9th. It's okay. All right, so let's just say one of those.
Can he not hit? Can he not hit?
PCA right now? I mean, he's only had, I think he had like 5 weeks at AAA. So like he's 21. He looked bad. He looked overmatched. But that's the thing. He barely played though. He started like 3 games. David Ross was like, he went like 0 for 4 one game. It was like, I can't start you again.
Well,
and the Cubs fans were like, what the fuck are you doing?
That kid's
and then
good.
He started him like the last game of the season.
From an outsider looking in, that kid's fucking good. He's fast as fuck. He's a little almost a little too cocky for me, but
oh no, he's definitely a fucking.
He's kind of a prick.
He's a kind of a prick, yeah. Like on the field wise, yeah.
But he's you can't teach speed, kids, and he obviously hit somewhere along the line to keep moving up.
For me, that's the biggest thing for me as a team who has been so defensive oriented, or like that's the direction that they've taken. You know, signing Swanson, moving Horner over last year, getting Bellinger. PCA's defense alone, that's starter material.
And base running.
This guy's legit.
And his base running.
And the base running. Yeah. Like even that, it's like he's still because he at times he did look a little over aggressive, maybe was trying to do too much. But I think that was a rookie playoff race trying to do too. So you reel him in, but you also let him play. You have to let
kids. Can't teach speed. Cannot teach speed, kids.
If it was him,
just on the bench.
Right. If he earns it in spring, he's got to go. I mean, I do have gotta have a 73 win Cubs lineup right here.
All right, we got left field. We got Happen.
Did you write it down?
That's the.
I have to see it. I have to see it visually. I can't. I'm weird. I have to see these things. And so, first off, I would say unless Pete Crow Armstrong earns the job, like if Pete Crow Armstrong earns the job in spring training, goes out there, hits 320, hits a bunch of gappers, steals a bunch of bases, plays incredible defense, shows that he can actually adjust to the baseball, swings and puts bat on baseball, doesn't look overmatched, especially swinging and missing a ton.
You did not write all that out.
No, I'm saying I'm going to write out. That's not from the old noodle right here.
He's seeing the words in front of him right now, so don't worry.
I have a teleprompter here.
Tell the pink elephant next to you to shut up.
Excuse me, Mr. John Gruden bobblehead. But I don't know why I still have that here, but I don't know. Anyway, so I got Taubman leading off then in center. I got Nico at second, hitting 2. I got Swanson at short, batting 3rd. Seiya hitting 4th in right field. Ian Happ in left batting 5th. Morel DHing, batting 6th. Gomes catching, batting 7th. And I'm assuming Matt Mervis at first base, batting 8th. And then Mastro Booty playing 3rd in the second leadoff. In the
Over your boy Madrigal?
I actually, if you look, I actually crossed his name off. I did write it in first, but that was just a really.
That's just hieroglyphics.
Really, it is too bright. Hold on.
Nope.
Kevin, I think you just solved cancer on that. What?
You can kind of see the cross out, but at the bottom of the 9 hole. Anyway,
Question.
you can also see the time in which the edible hit if you really look closely.
Question.
35:49.
What happened to Pete Alonso becoming a Cub?
The free agent market, no one's doing anything. Everyone's just waiting each other out for everything. Why? That's the same reason Dylan Cease hasn't been traded yet. Nobody wants to. The Mets were in on Yamamoto, and they're like, all right, if we get Yamamoto, maybe we can compete in 2024 because we can pair him up with Kodai Senga. We have a strong 1-2 there. We keep Pete Alonso, but then they didn't get Yamamoto, so now it's like, all right, let's wait out until the teams miss out on Bellinger and Chapman, and then maybe we can get something big for Alonso.
You can't read
is
this
my guess. I don't know, because again, he's not going to sign an extension.
This note right here, by the way, was a reminder a couple of weeks ago to plug Missy's show, just so we can some friendship.
Glad you finished that sentence.
Plug Missy's show.
Yeah,
the soundproof.
Well, next time there is one, I'll plug it. Oh,
Wow!
Hey, hold on. I feel like she had to work tonight, and that's why there was no pregame anyway.
Well, you guys still her co-host. Alex
I was already going to eat edibles anyway.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely kicking in. As someone that's sat here and talked with Fids on screen every day for 5 years, I can pick that out pretty soon. How'd that go, Mitch?
Pretty solid. It's
Yeah,
a big J journalism. Oh, yeah.
It
was not a very fun story. It's about this guy that murdered his girlfriend on Christmas. So, very
Jesus
upsetting story we got tonight.
Mitch, you just
we know.
Yes.
Suspect, Tim Hill.
Missy, next time I'm in Chicago, I'll let you know. I'll happily get drunk on your show.
Oh,
whoa, hey.
Whoa, hey, weird.
Hey, whoa.
Hey.
This is
so we were doing oh, Jimmy. We were doing
Cubs rotation. Cubs rotation.
Well, hold on. Now that Mitch is back here, I want to hear Mitch's White Sox starting lineup.
Yeah, Mitch, give us your starting line.
You can put anyone you want in right field or at second base.
I recommend writing it down.
All right, let's see.
Visual.
Do I have to do batting order too, or do you know what?
Figure out your batting order. I think that was the best.
All right.
The way I did it is I went around the diamond and said who's playing what position. It made it easier for me to put it in an order.
Yeah, so just go around the diamond first. Just do.
I think I could. Right, left field, Benintendi. He'll be leading off just because we don't have any better options. Roberts in center, obviously. He's batting second. I want my best hitter getting a lot of at bats. Batting third. Oof, Jesus.
It gets weird. It gets weird after that.
I want to say Eloy, but I'll probably have him DH, so he'll be fourth. He'll be bat fourth. Third, oh fuck, who's batting? Yes, line.
Putting a midget there.
Little person.
No. We'll go Andrew Vaughn. He'll bat third. We got him at first base. Second base, I'm going Nicky Lopez. I would prefer him to be a utility player, but it's totally fine. Baseman. Nicky's my guy at second.
You have Romy.
So actually, I should. We'll back this up.
Why don't you start all over again? Start your lineup over
first
again.
First base or left field, Benintendi. He's batting first. Batting second, Luis Robert. He's in center. Batting third, Andrew Vaughn. He's at first base. Batting fourth, Eloy. He's cleaning up. Batting fifth, we got Moncada. Actually, do I put Moncada at leadoff? I might switch that. I might have Moncada.
Oh, a little outside the box thinking.
Now we'll go Moncada fifth. We'll keep him at third. Yeah, Moncada fifth. He's batting third. Sixth, we'll have DeYoung. He's at short. Seventh,
Nicky Lopez.
Yeah, I think I want him at ninth. He's rounding out the bottom of my lineup.
The dong, dude. The dong.
Yeah, well, yeah, the dog. Yeah, we'll bat
He already said him sixth.
Yeah, he's batting sixth.
I missed
Right
that.
now, you're missing your catcher and
Maldonado's gonna bat
in
eighth.
right field.
Yeah, so fuck. Then we're gonna have to have. All right, right field. It's that's just because they all stink at hitting. So we'll go.
It really doesn't matter.
That guy that they just added from the Rays, we'll have him in right field.
Brett Phillips. There you go.
I put Colas in there.
No, I don't trust. If the fact that they haven't called him back, he had no plate discipline last year, and like they were hyping him up all off season as like he's gonna be the guy. Like it has to be really bad if you're like all of a sudden, yeah, no, he's gonna start the season in AAA. So we'll have Phillips as my starting right fielder. He'll bat seventh, and then we got Maldonado.
Power hitter Paul
He's
DeJong.
my starting catcher, and then I got rounding out the bottom of the order, Nicky Lopez at second base.
All right, hold on. We got
interchangeable.
we got a super chat here from our guy Nathan. Nathan, we always appreciate you, bud. Mitch, given all the offseason moves and your analysis of guts, who do you like in the Daytona 500? I like how that
is an excellent
curveball in there right there. Well worded.
Got a brand new car. They typically work well on super speedways. So I'm going Brad Keselowski. He's due for a win. He's good at super.
Wait, was that dude in Monsters?
No, that's Mike Keselowski, but close enough. Yeah,
that was close.
Fellow ski. I'm going Brad Keselowski to win. My bet for the Daytona 500 though is going to be like Ford as a manufacturer to win. But I'd put your money on a Ford.
Mitch starts talking about NASCAR. We all just start putting pictures on.
Hey, I'm giving you winning bets here. You know, you're blowing off the Mizzou bet I gave you the other day. I told you they're going to beat Ohio State.
Yep, I missed it.
I'm giving you free money here.
Well, speaking of,
our lineups were somewhat similar. I put Eloy at 3, Vaughn at 4,
Moncada 5.
This seems gonna be so bad.
It's going to be so. They're not going to
So
score.
bad. So bad.
I think that's the like normally like if you have a bad team like maybe you have a couple and like you guys still have Luis Robert Jr. But it's like all right maybe these guys they'll hit home runs but like they'll lose because like the pitching sucks. But like just having a team who can't hit like all teams have to do is just pitch around Luis Robert Jr. and that's it.
Sure.
Like you guys.
That's the other thing. I saw someone tweet out, I forgot who it was, and I apologize for not giving appropriate credit, but someone was like, Luis Robert with no protection is going to probably have a down year, and I can't wait for White Sox fans to demand they trade him.
I mean, to be fair, he didn't have a whole lot of protection last year either. So
that's true.
It's all right. When Yohan Moncada has a career year and they move him up to third in the lineup.
I think you're right. There's enough evidence that suggests he's going to have a big year. I just don't trust the injuries.
And then the White Sox pick up his option.
Oh, God, that's totally going to happen. The White Sox are going to pick up his option, and then he's just going to go right back to I got paid mode.
Well, that's why. He needs to have like the 3 best months of his career, and then you trade his ass like July 21st.
Well, that works for me.
Who do you guys got? Washington, Michigan?
I got Michigan.
I don't know. I was told Michigan's going to get their asses kicked by Bama.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Jug bet they have to do
Yeah.
because of that.
Alabama was
We have to
there
wait
for
till February
business.
1st, but
Yeah,
hey,
he's
you know
dry
what?
January. I respect the dry January.
But hey, here's the thing too, though. Was that really? First off, we missed a roughing the kicker that was blatant on 4th and 1.
Oh,
We also missed. I didn't get to see the replay because, of course, the stadium didn't show it. How about that interception on the first play of the game that they overturned? Was he in bounds, out of bounds? I can't tell. They didn't show
He
it.
got forced out, and then he came back in, but he didn't establish that he was like back in play beforehand. So like he caught it.
They didn't explain that to the crowd. We were like, "What the fuck just happened?"
No, because he definitely caught it in bounds, but he was forced out before the interception was caught. I gotta tell you, I was surprised at how poorly played that game was, considering how well those two teams are coached. It was a beautiful mess. I loved it, but it was a very
Michigan was sloppy
game.
I can't believe they ran that play on 4th down at the goal line. But that was an incredible experience. I got to tell you, that was right there. Crystal Lake South grad Trevor Jenkins threw me his wristband, which was kind of cool. And
Michigan looks good. I feel like Washington got that far because their quarterback has so much time to throw, and he won't have that versus Michigan.
He does have a cannon. You know, it was interesting. Nick Saban was talking about this. He said, and like a lot of teams you'll see in college do this. Like they do the hurry up, and then they're in formation. They got to look over the sideline because the people are like holding up the cards and like jumping up and down or whatever. So it gives the defense time to adjust to the formation they're in. Where Michigan, they like it was the first time Alabama had seen it. They were in the huddle the whole time. So as soon as they broke the huddle, there was less time for Alabama to like adjust to the formation, which he said gave them a lot of problems early on. Which I thought that was pretty interesting because it's like a simple thing you don't think about.
Mitch, you have to start a tab for Missy apparently, but she's on the tab for a $3 super chat for your OnlyFans. And
now,
then
follow-up question.
Keep track of these things.
I don't know what this means. It just says catcher.
Cubs have been signing.
Cubs have a lot of catchers. Cubs have lots of catchers.
It was either that or when you guys were going through your lineups, maybe you're saying you forgot the catcher.
Ryan Pace with 47 tight ends.
Yeah,
catcher.
Follow-up question: it's like obviously I think Michigan looks like the powerhouse team here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys want Michigan to win?
No,
I do.
But I'll probably bet on them, so then I'll be rooting for them. But like, no, I don't.
Right.
The Mrs. O is a big Michigan fan, and we'll probably have people over for the game, and it's just more fun when the team that majority of the people are rooting for is winning. So, and I'll bet on them.
Their defense is extremely impressive. Like that defense is.
I want a good chunk of change on that game.
Than I thought.
Hypothetically speaking, if like I mean, right now it doesn't look like it's going to be an option, but let's just say it is. Do you guys want Harbaugh as the Bears coach?
If he was an option, absolutely.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He wins everywhere he goes. Small school, Stanford, goes to the pros, crushes it. Back to Michigan, crushes it. Absolutely.
I'd say yeah, just because I think he knows how to coach a mobile quarterback. I mean, he took a Colin Kaepernick-led 49ers team to the Super Bowl.
Owned the Packers, mind you, owned the Packers, which is a very important part of a Bears coach job.
I think one of the most, when his name was first being tied to the Bears a month ago or so, I think the most disingenuous argument against him was like, oh, well, Chicago already did this with a coach who's been out of the league for a decade. How did it work out for them when the White Sox got La Russa? And I'm like, completely apples to oranges here.
Yeah.
This guy was still coaching guys. Like, come on.
This is
my biggest.
I think you're 3 for 3 in weeks wearing that hat and people complimenting your hat in the comments.
Nice. It's a great hat. Great gift from
it is a great hat. It is a great hat.
Got a matching jersey too.
Ooh, really?
Very nice.
That one's black. It's black though, but yeah.
Racist.
With Harbaugh, by the way, Kevin Warren, Bears president, guess what his previous job was? Commissioner of the Big Ten Conference, where he had major issues with Jim Harbaugh. That also has to be some sort of concern if that were like a
they're bringing back Flus, so it's a mute point anyway.
Yeah, no, that's why I said hype because it doesn't seem.
And I also
Ricky Renteria. Hey, maybe Eberflus, maybe Flus is the new Ricky Renteria for the Bears.
You got to think if Harbaugh wins the Natty in Michigan, they're going to back up the Brinks truck.
Well, he just hired an NFL agent.
He hired. I think it was
his new agent, Tom Brady's agent.
I think he's going to go to the Chargers.
I think he's going to the Raiders.
I think Bill Belichick goes to the Chargers.
Ooh, that'd be another name I'd love to have. That's like
I don't give a shit about another hypothetical. It's just because
I think they just tried the defensive head coach thing. You got Justin Herbert. I think they'd rather go for Harbaugh. I think that's who they would pay the money to. I can see Vegas going for Belichick.
Well, that's the thing. People forget. I love it when people start that sentences with that. People forget that Harbaugh actually worked for the Raiders.
Yep.
At the beginning of his career as a quarterback's coach or something like that. So it would be him going full circle to go back to the Raiders.
He would own
Bears. Would you rather have Harbaugh or Belichick?
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh goes to the Raiders. Raiders draft JJ McCarthy.
See, that's someone trying to pawn that. Who was at the Sun Times? Come on. Oh my God.
He's too little. You're a little guy. It ain't gonna work in the pros. Fun fact.
Petrified Forest.
That I saw the other day for some of the people that are poo-pooing on Justin Fields. Only 2 quarterbacks in the history of the NFL have won a Super Bowl whilst on their rookie contract.
No. Ben Roethlisberger and
Nope.
Tom Brady. Tom Brady.
Nay.
it wasn't Roethlisberger.
Tom Brady
Nay.
won the Super Bowl in his first year as a rookie.
Yeah, I don't know if that.
Yeah, what's that?
What are you looking at?
That's
Really took
the dude from Yahoo's tweeted out.
Well,
He said
Yahoo's
it
that's
was
wrong. I thought
That
Tom
man's
Brady was a rookie.
Russ
Tom Brady
Wilson
took over
and Pat
for Drew Brees,
Mahomes.
wasn't he?
Yeah,
Like,
no,
Tom,
that's wrong. Ben
Tom Brady.
Roethlisberger's
Hold on.
not
Tom Brady's first Super Bowl was what year?
Yeah, he would have had to been on his rookie deal too.
He was a backup to Drew Bledsoe, and Drew Bledsoe got hurt, and then he went on to the Super Bowl. Like he was
Maybe-
literally
Maybe
2001.
starting
Tom Brady.
quarterback?
Tom Brady drafted. So they won it in 2002, which was the 2001 season. Brady was drafted in.
Yahoo guy, defend yourself. Maybe he meant as a rookie or as a.
He was drafted in 2000. He was drafted in 2000. He literally was his second year in the league.
Oh,
That doesn't make any sense. And then he won it the next year, didn't he?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't go back to back, did he? Right off the bat.
Hold on. Let me see. Tom
Ben
Brady. He won it.
Roethlisberger.
No, 02, 04. So he was drafted in 2000. So and he won it in 04. That means 04 was also still his rookie contract.
Ben Roethlisberger was drafted 04. The
This guy
Steelers
was
won the
all
Super
fucking
Bowl the
wrong.
next year.
I was like me when
This
the other
guy's
day. I
all
thought I was sharing an on this day with
Were
the
they
Bears.
both-
They lost to the Packers in the NFC title game, but it was actually 2014 because you don't.
Were
play
they
the
both
NFC.
starters? I don't know. I'm trying to help this guy out. Were they like did they start
He
the
was
season
starter
as
in
the starter?
04. He was the starter in 04, and he was not a starter opening day in 02, but that was when Bledsoe tore his.
got hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's fucking up. Step into my office, you're fucking fired.
Super Bowl wins.
Still not a lot of
Bye.
players though.
Rookie contract.
Boras.
QB.
Definitely Boris.
Eli Manning, 07. Since the start of the salary cap in 94, 6 quarterbacks have won the Super Bowl playing on the rookie contract.
Oh, gee.
Tom Brady, Big Ben, Eli
Guy
Manning,
was short for.
Russell Wilson, Carson Wentz, and Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, see, Carson Wentz doesn't count though because he didn't.
Patrick Mahomes in 19. He was literally his rookie
Yeah,
year.
this-
Carson Wentz.
That year.
He had Russ Wilson and Pat Mahomes. So I'm trying to find.
I'm looking
This guy
at
gave
Carson
more
Wentz in 2017 was in his rookie contract.
No, I'm saying yes, but he doesn't count. He didn't. It was Nick Foles who won.
Okay,
It's not
Eli
even
Manning for the
contract,
Giants in
sorry.
2007.
Yeah, that one. I know. I'm agreeing with you, Kevin. I'm
Who are
just
the two
saying.
that-
No, you guys are right. No, you guys 100% are
No,
right. I'm
so
trying
who
to
were
figure
the
out.
guys that he had on there? He had Mahomes
He
and
had
who?
Russ Wilson and Mahomes.
All right, well, non-white quarterbacks. There we go.
Is that what he meant? Justin
There-
Yeah,
Fields?
Big Dick Nick won that Super Bowl, not Wentz. So Wentz
Hey,
doesn't
Wentz
count.
got him in that position.
Wentz doesn't count, but
Yeah, because if
Eli
you do
Manning
that,
sure
you can
does, 'cause
say
he had the
like,
pass.
oh,
Wentz gave him the home
No,
field advantage.
Brady, Eli, Big Ben, all these guys count. This guy fucking sucks.
block him. You got to block him, Zoe. Got to get that
Block-
off.
no,
Oh, by the way,
I don't
I
block.
don't know.
I mute. I mute. Mute.
Okay,
mute,
there you go,
mute,
yeah,
mute. Muting's way more funny than blocking.
oh,
Did you get? I think I missed out. I don't know because I think it happened around New Year's, and I wasn't really on Twitter. You guys see that that Shy Sports account?
Which one?
It just
Oh, the
disappeared.
Shy Sports updates.
Yeah, he's
That
gone.
John Greenberg kid.
Yeah, the Daniel.
Why'd he leave?
Daniel Greenberg.
Daniel Greenberg. Why'd he leave? What happened?
The last thing I remember is he went to a Bulls game. The Bulls lost, and then he tweeted out how the Bulls crowd let the team down because they weren't making a lot of noise.
I did see that.
And then he just kept getting piled on, and he's been like piled on for years because he's an aggregator. He'll tweet
Yeah, he's an
out, and then
aggregator.
everyone's like, "Hey, why don't you never actually link to the stories on your first tweet?" And then today I looked it up, or I was wondering, I'm like, what happened to this guy? I haven't seen his tweets for a week.
Yeah,
And
Danny
then
Parkins.
nothing. Tweet does not, or account does not exist anymore.
Yeah, Danny Parkins torched him
Oh
on
man.
the 108 Festivus show.
Well, there you go.
mean, I'm not gonna say my
Dave-
piece on Danny Parkins, but yeah, I mean, it happened. Red Sox fielding trade interest in Matsuzaka Yoshida. and
You
Kenley
want him, Zoe?
Jansen.
He can be your
Yeah,
right
let's make
fielder.
him our right fielder. Hey, we're shopping for bullpen arms too. We had a Kenley Jansen and Yoshida.
Oh, there you go. Cease for Yoshida and Kenley Jansen.
There we go. I like it.
What? Did you guys see, dude? I forget. Somebody brought it up for the Cubs. I'm like, I was looking at his numbers. I'm like, all right, let's see. I know he had a hot start. Zoe, that was your AL Rookie of the Year pick, and he looked great for a lot through the summer. He was really bad the last 2 months.
Yeah,
he was not good. Teams adjusted.
Fell off hard. Can't believe they're already.
That is a guy I don't think I would trade for. Are you guys gonna trade for? Oh, you guys should trade for Trevor Story.
Oh, somebody said that. I think they said it on the 108 show.
On the 108, yeah.
Trevor Bauer's a free
No, it was Moncada for Trevor Story.
Would you guys do that?
I wouldn't hate it. I've always been a Trevor Story guy.
Yeah, I like Trevor. He hits homers. We could use that.
He can easily be a change of scenery
okay, here's my question.
candidate.
So, given the current roster, who leads the team in home runs? How many do they hit?
Aloy, 32.
Robert,
Don't pick Luis Robert. You can't pick Luis. Who's second? Who's second on the team?
Yeah,
Aloy.
Low hanging fruit.
Aloy. Yeah, Boston is shedding payroll though. So, but why? What are they going after? Cody?
Dude,
why are they shedding payroll?
The Red Sox are kind of like the Cubs and Red Sox are like kind of they like they're big market teams, but they don't want to spend a lot of money. I have no idea why. Like they have to justify any move they make. Be like, well, we gotta lower the payroll. You know how it is, guys.
I don't know. I probably would do a Moncada Trevor Story straight up, just so I wouldn't have to hear the Moncada fucking argument for the billionth and one time on Twitter.
Moncada goes back home, wins MVP.
Oh, I mean, we still got Kopech and Moncada. Red Sox don't have Chris Sale.
They have
The
a
White Sox win
ring
that trade?
though. They have a ring.
Oh, that pesky thing, that little guy. I don't worry about that little guy. That's another. I mean, just look how much money Atlanta spent on Chris Sale.
Oh yeah,
when was
dude,
the last
Atlanta
full
just,
season? When was the last full season Chris Sale played?
I think that World Series season.
And I know that Atlanta could do it because they did a masterclass in signing their young players to long-term team-friendly.
Well, they flat out stole from Ozzy Albies.
Yes, Ozzy Albies is currently the Scottie Pippen of Major League Baseball.
Yeah, he got. I mean, I don't know what the hell they got on him, but shit. By the way, Trevor Story, I don't think you want him.
No, he's bad. No, very, very
really
bad.
Holy shit, dude.
Very
very
bad.
That. His contract, he still has like 4 more years, like $100 million.
I don't even think they would have to give up Moncada to get him. I think Red Sox would like
take the payroll.
They just
put a bow on him.
They should give you prospects to take the payroll.
Yeah.
Like you should give them you know who you trade for them? You trade this guy. Where is he?
Waiting for him.
Where's my guy? Where's my guy? There he is. This guy comes really cheap. Or did you delete him? No, there he is. Him.
Cash considerations.
And then some prospects in return, along with.
So it looks like after he signed, he just couldn't stay healthy, which was kind of the. He only played 94 games in 2022.
Oh, Red Sox fans hate him.
Oh,
Red Sox fan. I've seen it all over the place on baseball.
Oh, dude, he had a 48 WRC plus last year. Not good as your big free agent. Maybe that's why the Red Sox don't want to spend it.
Yeah, they're
they got Jason Hayward, dude.
Can sit this one out this year.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I didn't realize he was that bad. Holy shit.
7 years for $35 million should put Albies' agent in jail. It's bad.
Yeah, that deal is fucking. Insane.
I'm not like joking. That is like the Scottie Pippen contract where Jerry Reinsdorf was like, "Don't sign this contract." Still did, but yeah,
that'd be still. That's like if the Sox did that with Luis Robert Jr. It's pretty comparable. Like I know, but like that deal was.
And at the time, it was probably considered excessive.
No.
Was it?
Everyone at the time
no.
knew it was a
Oh,
fucking
no.
robbery.
It was one of those.
As soon
I
as
was
that
thinking-
came out, it was a big like.
Everybody was like,
is-
"Wait, what the fuck?
Who
what
is
do you
it?
mean he's only making $5 million a year?
Who was it
He's
that got
already
locked
an all-star second baseman."
Who got locked up before, like when they were like because again, some of those international contracts. I know that Eloy had a contract that was pretty team friendly for a bit too, but who
Luis
was it?
Robert?
Yeah, was it Luis Robert maybe that has that like the contract where you're like, holy, not market value, but it was at the time was like, oh, you're paying this guy a lot and he hasn't done anything yet. But
Yeah, because I think
Rightfully so.
Luis Robert Jr. he still hadn't debuted, and he got
But
the
now
big
it's
deal.
a very friendly contract for the White Sox, but
Mhm.
the international signing period's coming up soon, and apparently the White Sox got some kid that's a pretty big power hitter, but we'll probably hear his name
Herrera.
for 2 weeks and then never hear from him again.
Cubs
Seems
got
like
hey,
a vicious-
who's the guy the Cubs are on right now. Fernando Cruz, is that his name?
Fernando Cruz Jr. Great name. Just a name alone, he's gonna. Be
that is a solid
that is a solid
baseball
baseball name.
superstar name.
He's the
the
third
way-
on that list. What was
I
your
feel
guy?
like we do this every
Something
January
Herrera.
for the White Sox.
Herrera. All I remember is
Where-
Herrera. I think.
You got him ranked
White
8th.
Sox- Yeah, no, the White Sox get like a top 10, 5-tool, power hitting. This kid's gonna be a stud, and then you literally never hear his name again.
Well, I'll say this: at least they're a little younger to this time.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like
They're
a
not going after
24-year-old guy from
24-year-olds,
Cuba.
yeah.
coming-
I am 13. Yeah, they're not going after those guys. Fuck, dude. When you did, Jesus Christ, when you said fucking Cespedes' age, it's just like, what are we doing?
What?
Yeah.
What? You guys had that other pitcher, or like he was a two-way player, Jorge Vera.
Yeah.
Wasn't he
Yeah.
like another like Cuban guy
Yep.
who was like 23
Yeah,
when you guys signed him?
They told him to stop playing the field. He's going to be a pitcher. He pitched good for like a month, and then he went back into the cornfield. No one's heard from him since. He's just faded away. It's brutal, dude.
Norge Vera? Norge. Oh,
Yep.
he's only 20. He's still 23. He's still young. He's young.
Look at his stats, although.
He's developing. Let's see. Last year, all right, little 6.60 ERA. Well, he only made it to advanced A ball. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least it's advanced A ball.
Yeah, he got past
Moving
rookie ball,
up
past
slowly.
single.
Yes, God.
Yes,
Wait,
God.
Sorry, I just heard Mitch's voice. So I don't see him.
Sorry, I have to actually put in a little work here, so I'm multitasking.
Boo.
You know, when I turn off my
Bullshit.
camera and say I need to put in a little work, I know what you're doing.
Shut the hell up.
You get a little
I would turn the mic off too if that was going
It's like a naked
little-
gun.
little work crank.
on. Hey, it's like Wolf of Wall Street. Sometimes you need to do it to clear the head. It's what
Get
Matthew
a little
McConaughey
Dutch
said.
rudder.
Get the baby batter off the brain.
All right, here we go. Let's circle back. Imanaga, where do you guys think he signed?
an adult man.
Whoa, what was that?
Sorry, I'm testing the
What?
audio. Ignore that. This is from a
I just no. You're just watching something about an adult man.
No, I'm not.
Video
It was
off.
moments before she died. No, I'm not. I'm testing an audio thing. Hold up.
All right, Mitch.
Not
This is
your
a judge. This is a judgment-free
Judgment-free
zone.
zone,
Mitch.
yeah.
Judgment-free zone, dude.
Hey, you know what? You can watch
What's the story? What's the story with this dude, Aldo?
All right, so he's the top remaining Japanese free agent. Showed he's 30 years old, lefty. You guys saw him in the World Baseball Classic. According to everyone's former favorite GM, Jim Bowden, the Athletic, the Red Sox, Cubs, Angels, and Giants are the finalists for him. There's
Why
been
would he go
stories
to the
that
Angels?
he's been looking for a contract of $100 million. And then I think it was Joel Sherman in the New York Post wrote last night or Friday morning about how there's been pushback on that thought now that price is going to go down a bit, that he's not going to get 100 million. So I think that,
Why?
negotiating, and he is a guy who does have the deadline. January 11th is when he has to get a deal done by.
which I think they again should implement in Major League Baseball. But hey, buddy.
I was about to say this.
I mean, I can explain what I was doing. It's all right.
The best scenes in Naked Gun. Sorry, that's all I can think of when you were going on the air with your hot mic. You left your Sennheiser on.
If you play baseball and you had a choice of where you go on free agency, why the fuck would you pick Anaheim right now?
Money.
Warm weather.
If they offer you the most money.
I mean, even if it was like within a $5 million range, I'm not picking Anaheim.
I honestly think that's what's happening right now, because like him saying, like, the story came out, weeks ago after Yamamoto signed. It's like, all right, I'm the other guy from Japan coming over. I'm gonna get $100 million.
Hey, the other guy from Japan.
I'm the other guy. Sign me.
So
Because entering the offseason,
that was awesome.
Entering the offseason, the comparison was like Kodai Senga, who the Mets signed last year. He got 5 years, $75 million. So everyone thought it was going to be around that range. Maybe a little less, because I think people think Senga is better. But obviously, with the huge deals that the Dodgers did, this guy is like, hey, pay me too. But I think teams are like the same thing with kind of like with Cody Bellinger. Maybe that's happened. It's like we don't think you're worth that much, buddy.
Lights out. Here comes the leprechaun again.
But I mean, I think the Giants are real contenders, because I mean they did the Robbie Ray deal, but he's not going to be pitching until the summer at the earliest. So they still need another pitcher.
I am the leprechaun.
Like you said, so I don't know why anyone besides money but it would have to be like a lot more money than the other teams would want to sign with the Angels. That's just a shit show of an organization.
That little guy goes, I'm the leprechaun. Scarf, I'm the leprechaun. Cool it.
Exactly. Sorry.
And then you have the Cubs and the Red Sox. No. He should, in my opinion, he should sign with the Cubs. So that's just me.
If he went to the Cubs, was he number 2? Number 3?
Who does number 2 work for?
Probably number 2, number 3.
Yeah.
Number 3. The other argument or debate, I guess, going on is if he does get away to get the $100 million, wouldn't you just want your team to spend more on Montgomery or Blake Snell?
Yes.
And I kind of agree on that side too. I think at this point, if the Cubs are going to spend that money on a pitcher, I think I'd want it on the guys who have proven it. MLB.
Right.
Why?
And I mean, fuck.
Can we interest you in a Dylan Cease?
Snell is literally.
Zoe prohibited me from doing Dylan C's Cubs trades, Mitch. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Cade
We're
Horton.
done with that.
Well, we can start with Nick Madrigal
Nick.
as your starting second baseman.
God damn, stop.
So it was 1 hour and 36 minutes and 54 seconds before Aldo floated the idea of trading Nick Madrigal.
Casey be your
you know what?
starting
If
right
you throw
fielder.
in a PCA and Cade Horton, we'll gladly take Nicky 2 strikes off your hands.
I am
All right,
very
Luis
nervous.
Robert. I guess
Mitch just fired back with like a scud. That was just like a spray scud, because that was just like hurtful even.
I'm very nervous that Blake Snell goes to the Yankees, because if they make him shave that weird, like, I still Coke goatee, I don't think he has a chin. I think it just goes like bottom lip and neck.
Why do you think Jim Hill has never played for the Yankees?
I mean,
it's choice.
But seriously, like, look at Blake Snell. Like, I don't think he has a chin. And if he goes to the Yankees, we're all going to be exposed to that. And you can't unsee that.
Can't unsee that either.
But, yeah, I mean, if he goes to the Yankees, I feel like that's a very successful offseason for the Yankees. I mean, Juan Soto, Blake Snell. Well, you're basically just taking the good players off the Padres.
Yeah. It is crazy to think, though, that how the Yankees are the big bad Yankees, will outspend everyone. And then they're
Not
like,
anymore. Not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
The Dodgers are the new Yankees. The Dodgers are the Dodgers are the Darth Vader.
By the way,
I want to be Darth Vader.
$1 billion in a month Dodgers.
With what happened with Yamamoto, I wonder if that happens with Bellinger, because what Yamamoto did was he got to 325 from the Mets, and then he went to the Dodgers and was like, "Hey, Dodgers, match it," and then he didn't go back to the Mets. He's like,
dramatic reading.
I got what I wanted from the Dodgers.
This is coming from Frank from Facebook. White Sox have not signed a few more guys. They've tinkered around the edges of the 40-man roster on an actual team that will probably lose 100 games. Nobody they signed would be likely to break camp on an actual MLB team. Well, he's not wrong, Frank.
He's
You're
not
not wrong at all. There's nothing. When I see paragraphs, I like to do dramatic readings, but you're not wrong.
Well,
You're not
that's
wrong,
why-
Frank, but also I hate to break it to you. As much as they're going to suck, the White Sox are an MLB team, and some of those guys are going to be on the team.
If you've been paying close attention to like the Brett Phillips deal and all that, a lot of it, the money is tied to if they make the major league team, if they break camp with the major league team. So yeah.
And here's like the other
Let's
part.
be honest, we've seen Gavin Sheets in right field, so chances are he's breaking the camp with the White Sox.
Yep.
The easiest.
Like a few of those
yeah.
guys, again, no one's saying
we're
that
still
they're good.
we're still waiting on confirmation that they're actually an MLB team this year. A lot of air quotes going on around
the
that.
White Royals.
It's just,
Alan
I mean, it is what it is.
You can always
So-
count on the A's though to be worse.
Can you though?
I don't know. Did you see
don't
that meme I
Yeah.
sent you, where it just says the A should sign TA? Fucking what's
Go nuts.
the idiot that pitched in Japan
Bauer,
this year?
Bauer?
Bauer,
Bauer.
TA Bauer, Tellez, and Madison Bumgarner, and just have one hell of a last season. Just throw a fucking match on a thing of kerosene.
Boy.
Oh,
TA
it's-
and A's jersey.
I hate to see, guys. Can we get serious for a moment here? I really hate to see the bum fights. I hate to see the cousins fighting.
Oh no.
It breaks
no.
my heart.
Who's fighting?
Breaks my heart. Look at the comment section. I know you're on your mobile device, but
Are they fighting?
when he said hi, Johnny, Johnny just said no.
Oh,
If you guys haven't listened or watched the Monday episode, this previous episode of the Bumpcast, Johnny gets on one. It's fucking awesome.
I gotta catch up now. I'm gonna have to watch.
It's my turn to talk. Yeah,
That a boy,
it's
Johnny.
awesome.
Don't take
It
any
was
shit.
awesome.
By the way, I was thinking about this. Have you guys ever read Great Gatsby?
Yes, I
Yeah,
have.
heck, nice.
Do you guys
I've
remember
seen
the
the
eyes?
movie.
The eyes
That's
of
so
Dr.
stupid. Like they're at the hotel. Never mind. Finish your point. I'll my Great Gatsby
Mitch
rant.
has a Great Gatsby rant.
I do have a
Alright.
Great Gatsby rant.
I was just thinking about the eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg, right?
There you go.
With the Valley of the Ashes, we've got our match. Just
That's a deep cut, I guess.
a very deep literature cut. It's a compliment, really.
I like that one better.
Johnny,
He does.
Like, Johnny, like
He
Johnny,
does. No. You're right here because Johnny doesn't really. He sits back and he listens to the other guys. Ramble and ramble and ramble, and then when he wants to talk, it's my turn to talk. That's Mitch and Johnny, and Johnny's usually in that bottom left corner too for theirs. So I can see that. I think that's an accurate depiction.
That's right. You need a Mitch. It's a glue guy.
Gotta have a Mitch.
Oh,
Gotta have a Mitch.
right.
Glue guy.
He's no star.
That's-
He's not flashy, but you want one
Oh
on you.
God, that's not glue.
I like how you say that and you leaned back too, like you flexed. Like I feel like you just shoved your hand like down the
Hey, there's only one of us in a
Al
suit.
Bundy
Here.
style, where you're like,
Yeah, that's right.
There's only one of us in a suit here.
You get in a DUI accident, then you know how to call.
Turn and roll. You call 222-2222. Yeah. Do you even litigate, bro?
dude,
But see,
literally,
Johnny-
a lot of them. You do know bird
Johnny,
law?
if you and Mitch did your own show, who would talk?
Yeah, see you.
It would be electric. You know what? You're hating. We're both just being misused right now.
And actually, Johnny showed up in there.
utilized.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
The bums aren't using Johnny properly. That's all.
Are you saying we don't use you properly, Mitch, when you show up here for 20 minutes a week?
Well, I could have been for a full episode tomorrow, but Zoe couldn't do tomorrow, and Zoe's the one driving the ratings. So God forbid we
I
have.
can't.
Gotta go on Zoe's schedule.
Uh oh, now Pitmills is fighting.
You said it. You said it, not me. I'll go try to put the kid back in my wife, so that way I can do Saturday morning shows.
That's sacrifice you got to make.
That's not how it works.
Should have rubbered up, and then you could have done.
Oh, buddy.
In the top corner.
Oh, say that next time you're in Chicago and see what happens.
That's yeah. I got nothing against Little Smoke.
I'm gonna laugh now, but don't do that in person, especially if we're drinking. No, this is an emergency podcast. We didn't do one on Wednesday because Otto got married. Yep.
All these
For blaming
Well, that was a
people.
couple years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
But no, there's not a fight. We're not cousins.
yet.
See, that's what they have too on the bums. They're cousins. That's family deep-seated years of fighting.
This is
It's
true.
like fighting at the kids' table at Thanksgiving kind of shit. But back when you were a kid, not. Well, I don't know. Baloney might get stuck at the kids' table still, but I don't know.
Oh,
You got to read that one out loud, so you got to read it out loud for the podcast.
bum of the week. Zoe for not wearing condoms with 3 eyeball emojis and that's wild in parentheses. Oh, it's all right. I'll tell Brody he'll beat you up in about 5 years.
Yeah, no, it's a shame. That bar you had in your house looked cool. They would have been nice to stop by. I don't think
That would have been better if you have a
I
kid,
don't
though.
think
Is what Mitch is
Yeah.
anytime soon.
Oh, you can come by. I don't know if you're leaving, but you can come by.
Hey,
You walk over. You live in that. I don't let the gray hair fool you. I ain't no easy win. No.
No, I'm
Oh.
too tired. I'm tired just even thinking about fighting somebody. Jesus Christ.
It's way too much work.
I'll
It's
bring
way
the
too
30
much
rack
effort,
one
dude.
fight. We'll squash the beat.
I'm already over it. I'm too tired for this shit. Somebody last time I was out definitely was not at Uncle Bud's. That's a fine establishment. But I was at another establishment and there was some ruffians about and they started fisticuffs and my initial old reaction was like, I'm in, and then I just sat back down. I was like, "What are you doing, you old fucks?"
One step
Sit
and pull the
the
calf
fuck
muscle.
down. What are you doing?
One step calf muscle strain. Done.
But I will say it was very entertaining to sit there and continue to drink and just laugh.
See,
Like, oh, watch this kid. Oh, what's this kid doing? Oh, he's going for the bottle. Oh, nope, he's missed. Oh, that kid just ran. It was like, what the fuck?
although Mitch, you guys are on the way here. The beautiful part about getting old is when you get into the bars now at this age and you see the youngins, your job now is to sit there and be like the coy instigator where you can actually
Oh, yeah.
convince them to do what they're going to do, but you're not doing it. You're just kind of hanging back eating, chicken nuggies or whatever and drinking a beer and watching them do it. But you're basically you are the Don King of the bar at this point now when you get
The
old.
only thing I got mad at was one dude slammed another dude into the Golden Tea machine, and I was like, that better still work.
Hey, off the cold.
Hey.
Yeah, that's when you
Goes.
excuse me.
So instead
But-
of separating the two guys from fighting, you're separating the fight
He's
from the
blocking
Golden
out
Tee?
the
I'm
machine.
just like,
Yeah,
whoa,
yeah.
guys,
Oh,
guys,
hang on.
guys, I got 94 yards to the pin. I'm trying to put spin on this. Hold on. But fucking, that was probably one of the hardest I've laughed in a long time. Is my first reaction literally was to grab someone and get in there, and then I sat down and just started I was in tears. I was laughing what are yours old ass gonna? This kid will toss you, dude. The kid looks like a fucking collegiate football player. I don't know who the fuck I thought I was. I was going out the plain glass window.
You got the veteran experience though, and you got long.
I
arms.
just punch him. I would just punch him in the throat. I mean, let's be
There you go.
realistic. You can't
All I
fight
can-
if you can't breathe.
All I can think of right now is from Bronx Tale at the bar scene from Bronx Tale. Someone fucks with the Golden Tea and breaks it, and then Zoe's just like, "All right, now you're really fucked up."
Just
now
put a 20 in there, guys. Sit
now
out.
now you just can't leave. Now you guys can't leave, and you lock the door.
Oh no,
Whatever manners maketh, whatever.
Me and my cousin were we had quite a laugh about it, and then they all got kicked out, and then I put on $20 worth of hoobastank, and we had a nice time. But
You found a reason for
I'm
me
too
to
old for that shit.
be when I used to be.
Yeah, that's just. I don't even go to bars now. I really have no reason to leave my house, ever.
Yeah.
I'll go to the 108 day tomorrow.
Set up with the bar down there. I mean,
Yeah, I got Golden Tea down there. I got a bar. I got 2 big ass TVs with
Fucking panic
sound
room.
systems and shit.
A bar in this economy? Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Economy,
dude.
dude.
Charge cover if time's tough.
You need to get a velvet rope.
I can
Just
do
put it at
that.
the bottom of the staircase. So like,
It does have its own separate entrance. Like you don't have to come in my front door. You can come in. I was gonna say finish that sentence, but then I figured someone would clip it, and so I stopped.
we still clip
But it does have a separate entrance. I could put a velvet rope up there.
Your own
We had a-
easy?
We had our
it.
initial
Inflatable bouncer.
small get together. It was
Yeah,
good.
just hire Mitch as your bouncer.
I got you.
Beef
There
can
you
do
go.
it too. Staying out there in his ponytail and shit, just like ocular pat downs for everybody.
He
All he
might be a
does
little
is
bit more
insults all the
intimidating.
guys. Like, oh, you have kids? You should have rubbered up.
Touchstones
All
for
the-
Zoe. Dude,
Mitch, just so you know, I'm fine. It was a joke, but Aldo will never not bring it up now. Just so you know, he's going to
That was
continue
a
to
great.
bring it up.
Oh no, that's why I'm bringing it up. That was a great joke.
He's just continue, but I do not have touchstones at my house yet.
Not yet.
I could probably make that happen. I got a guy.
you're gonna have a slot machine down, like a video poker machine, maybe.
If I can get a video poker down machine on there, I'm seriously never leaving my house.
Get a buffalo slot, bro. Get a buffalo slot. Just
Why
buffalo.
you get since 2020, you can literally get everything delivered to your door.
I know it's amazing. And they're
I have a
just really
bar in
just
the
arcade boxes, right? I mean, they're just like we as kids they looked so like indestructible, but when you know what they really are, it's really just like a computer monitor, you know, the controls, and then basically the change thing down below, and it's pretty basic machine. It's awesome, but
Yeah,
remember at Silver Spoons, man? They had like 8 or 9 fucking arcade games at Ricky Schroeder's house, including Dragon's Lair, which was the best one.
I could probably get an old slot machine. I need a video slot machine though.
It's a good idea.
How do you lose money at your own house?
Well, get married.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Well, that kid of yours.
Not wear a rubber.
Remember, the rule of marriage: what's mine is mine, and what's hers is, or what? No, what's hers is hers, and what's mine is hers. That's the.
Yeah, Bedard's gonna lose a couple teeth. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that kid got fucking popped.
Ducking Keith look.
Yeah, but I will give him credit. The Blackhawks don't really have a goon, but they try to fight a lot.
Okay. All right.
They're gonna probably need to invest in a goon for that kid's sake.
Yeah, they might want to. Well, I think Corey was their enforcer type, and then he started to play grab ass at the company party. So
Yep,
that kind of ruined things.
that's true.
right. That did happen. Allegedly. Actually, no. I
Fidge,
think
I was talking about it today. Remember last year at 108 Day, the band that was playing before they opened up the room?
Yeah, they
for,
were like
the
dressed like
108 party?
like
They had
prisoners
the-
and prisoner jumpsuits.
Orange jumpsuits, and they were like a bootleg White Stripes.
Yeah,
and
they were good
terrible.
Oh shit! I gotta run.
in a bad way.
Oh,
I'll be back in a sec. I did not realize it was this close to the show. I'll see you.
So like,
Go get 'em,
and
buddy.
now news at 7:55, and here is Mitchell Kaminsky. Mitchell Kaminsky.
it wasn't Slipknot. It was like a bootleg White Stripes. I don't know how else to put it, but I thought they were bad.
They were just grungy.
I was just trying to think about what time I was going to get there tomorrow, and I was like, if I get there early, am I going to have to listen to this shit again?
It's possible.
Bootleg White Stripes. I'm looking forward to tomorrow, though.
That's a good name for a band, actually. Bootleg White Stripes.
Would be. It would be. I hope people put name tags on, though. Really, really looking forward to the name tags because I feel like a huge dickhead when people come up to me and they're like, "Oh, what's up, Zoe?" And I'm like, "What's up?"
Well, it has to be their like their Twitter.
Well, yeah, and it has to be their
because like
Twitter,
they just
but
put their name, and you're like,
that's not fair, dude. Like your Twitter picture is like a picture of like a celebrity or an athlete or something, and your Twitter handle doesn't have your name in it. You never post pictures about yourself. Whatever, Twitter, whatever. You want to be completely anonymous on fucking Twitter, that's fine by me. But then you come up and you're just, yeah, exactly, Johnny. I'm just gonna hit everybody with the Tiger Woods big dog. But I always feel bad. I always feel like a dick because like people support the show, people watch the videos, people know, and then like I don't know what to say. Like it's different.
Just
I don't know.
like,
It's
hey,
gonna be a lot
Brett
of big-
Phillips, right field.
A lot of big dogs. A lot of big dogs. It's about right. A lot of big dogs. I am looking forward to it though. It is.
I
Always
wish
a
they
good time.
live streamed it. I really wish they live streamed it. That'd be so cool to be able to watch like from afar.
I think the initial one or the one after the last Sox Fest, RIP and P. I videotaped like when I walked in, everyone, and then it just got like exhausting because I was like, I don't want to hold this shit up anymore. That's what she said. But
Oh.
although his fid's frozen for you too.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope so.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
all right,
the edibles really hit.
I thought those edibles just demolished. them.
Holy
But-
shit! I just saw. I'm like dying over here, but I just saw.
Kobe White just passed Scottie Pippen on the Bulls' all-time three-pointers list. Well, that was
There you
quick.
go.
Kobe White, hell of a year. But yeah, I don't know. It should be fun though. It's always fun seeing a lot of these people in person. And although I will say, people speak very highly of you and Fizz and just the show when you meet them in person, and it's a good feeling. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that
'Cause
very much.
sometimes I feel like I'm just talking to you guys, which is fine by me because we do it every day anyways. But it's nice to know that some people actually do watch and listen to this shenanigans. I don't know about this week, but hopefully
Appreciate
people
it very
are.
much.
No, I really do. I mean, we've been doing it for so long too. It's just wild when you think about it that people actually listen to all this shit. We've been right about a lot. We've been horribly wrong about a lot of stuff, but we've been right about some stuff.
We've gone through. We're on our second White Sox rebuild. We've gone
Second
through a
White
Cubs
Sox rebuild.
We
Yep.
did it. We saw the core disappear live on the air. That was
We've seen. We've had both of our teams. We've old regime, old guy in charge got replaced.
I had a complete meltdown about Moncada and Harper.
Machado.
And Harper.
Yep.
There's been some yelling. There's been some crying.
Nuke
There's been
existed.
every once in a while. People forget Bob Nightingale was a guest on this show. So was Nick Madrigal. So was Zach Collins.
All the legends.
All the legends.
I'm playing all the hits.
I will say that Zach Collins came on the show, and then the next night, didn't he have like a walk-off homer or like he hit a grand slam or something?
It was. I think I might have been a grand slam or yeah.
And it was a pinwheel bomb. Madrigal was on a show. I've interviewed people in person at Sox Fest. Vaughn, Whiskers Morel was an all-time moment. That sucks that you can't do.
Like Baloney was the one that said Whiskers Morel. Like he was.
Yeah, you can't do playbacks anymore. But
And what happened to our boys at playback?
I don't know. They only do like NBA shit now. Like there's no more MLB.
I had a feeling MLB wasn't going to be too
No.
too lax on their streaming.
No. Whiskers Morel was amazing. Yeah, we saw Mitch doing the news live
in front of the stadium.
Yep.
From
I
Zoom.
interviewed Dylan Cease, Andrew Vaughn, good old Sox Fest days.
You said stop to your Cuban boys.
Yeah, and then they all told me they don't speak English when I know they all do. Like I see you speak English after games, dickheads. I came on the air as my house flooded up to my waist.
You did.
We were actually laughing about that, we've come, how far we've come from that day to today.
What was it? Was that in July or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a pretty quick turnaround on the basement.
Shout out FEMA.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, Aldo. Well, I got you here. Just kidding. February 23rd, Cubs play the White Sox.
Cubs.
I will be in you. Arizona for spring.
Playing Camelback or
yeah, I think it's Camelback. But it's part of it's right before Innings Fest. We're coming for Innings Fest too, which is that whole weekend. So we coming for the game. Cubs Sox.
Wait,
I'll let you know.
What day is it?
It's a Friday.
What day?
The 23rd.
February.
Oh, Zoe.
I may or
Arizona
may not be on Southwest right now.
use those points?
Spring training schedule.
Lord knows I got enough of them.
Oh man, Friday afternoon. Oof. All right, let's see.
12:05. It's a 12:05 game because the festival.
Where do I fly into?
Festival starts at like 3 or 4.
Sky Harbor.
No results. Give me another airport.
I mean, that's the Tucson. I forget what the name of it.
I can fly into Phoenix or Tucson.
Yeah, it's Phoenix.
All right. Phoenix. What day's the game?
The 23rd.
23rd.
So I probably want to fly in the 22nd. We'll leave the 24th. We'll make it a quickie.
Jeez. In and out. Just how you like it. You guys can have it in and out.
Yeah. I will not be coming.
Well,
if I
Gaming's Fest, so it's probably like a boosted.
But if you leave the 25th,
if I want to leave Chicago at 3:05 and land in Arizona at 8:15,
okay,
that's $183. That's a long 6-hour flight to go to Arizona.
Well, time wise, it's because of the time difference. It's only like a 3.5-hour flight.
Let's pick different days.
I think we're getting in the
cheaper
Thursday and then leave Sunday afternoon.
Wait, no. Let's go Thursday and then let's return on Sunday.
Where are we flying into? I don't know.
These still are all over $300.
Oh shit!
Jesus, a nonstop flight.
That's what happens when the Chili Peppers come to town.
From Chicago to Arizona. To leave Chicago at 10:20 and arrive at Arizona at 1:20. It's $680 just for one way. I mean, love you guys, but like,
no.
Oof.
That's fucking.
We'll put you on an iPad like in when they go trick or treating on South Park.
If I leave Chicago at 8:30 and get into Arizona at 11:30 at night that Thursday, it's only $219.
Here you go. Oh wait, no, never mind.
So,
Great.
Missy's got that manager money. Maybe she could chip in. Get Zoe to Arizona.
Here you go, Zoe. American 277 round trip. Thursday.
Does it fly out of Midway? Because I refuse to go to O'Hare.
Oh well, I mean that's why you're That's why you're not finding cheaper.
Yep.
No, these are all O'Hare.
Our flight home from LA was actually headed to Chicago. I told you guys I wanted to like hide in the bathroom and just like keep going because we just got off and the other Chicago people were there.
Yeah, I try very hard not to go north of 31st Street.
Are you willing to do Frontier?
No.
All right.
Did Spirit once.
Well, it's either Frontier or you're flying out of O'Hare.
How much is the Frontier?
Plus money.
Well, I think it's that. Oh no, that one. Okay, so Frontier on Thursday.
How much is Frontier going for?
Yeah, I mean we got 4-hour flight, direct flight, $200 round trip.
$200 round trip?
Yeah, Thursday, February 22nd, and you come back Sunday, the 25th.
I flew Frontier for the World Series actually because I bought it like the night before and I was like $100.
So you come in. That flight is you get.
Hold on.
You get in Arizona at 10 p.m.
Hold on. I gotta have fucking Southwest points. You see this shit. I need to get my fucking.
Ooh, bad news. The return flight does have one stop.
Nope.
Ooh.
Not gonna do it.
So yeah, the cheapest one with direct flights is $331 on Frontier.
Bro, I got points, man. Let me actually sign in here.
Like everybody, this is a DIY on booking travel.
Yeah. Sign in.
I mean, Zoe, if you would be able to do O'Hare.
I just fucking hate O'Hare, dude.
Why? It's so easy.
I hate it. It stinks.
Stinks.
Never had an issue at O'Hare.
I'm a Midway guy. Big Midway guy. Now I gotta remember my fucking password.
I think the anniversary just happened of that when the plane went onto the street at Midway. Back like in 2000.
I remember that shit.
5?
Oh, actually, a year ago right now, I was actually on an airplane to Chicago.
Yep.
for a one away day. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, my wife asked me if you were going to do that again. I was like, I don't think
No.
so.
You see me here. Not this time.
I don't know. I could definitely see you getting on a flight in the morning.
Ooh,
staying
here we go, Zoe.
Staying out of White
Frontier.
Sox business.
All right, Zoe, would you do Frontier
No.
or no?
One of my security questions on here is what's the name of your favorite sports team? Oh boy.
Figured it out. Damn it. You
Let's
fixed
just
your
hope
name,
that-
Mitch. You fixed your name.
Here's a Thursday. Thursday, and then you come back Saturday night, round trip 171.
Where are we going?
I'm
Friday
trying to go to Arizona.
February 23rd, Cub Sox spring training opener, Cactus League action.
Ooh,
See Eric Fetty versus Justin Steele. Aces
Can't
on
wait.
mound.
electric. What weekend
Can't
is
wait.
that? 23rd?
The 23rd.
Yeah, Mitch, you want a carpool?
I'm going to be in
Then we'll pick you up in Missouri.
actually, so I
Yeah.
cannot that weekend. Otherwise,
What do you got going on?
I'm going to be in Atlanta that weekend.
Oh,
Nah.
What are you doing in Atlanta? Oh, maybe
It's
I
my
should go
buddy's
there
birthday.
instead.
I'm visiting him down there. He wanted to go, so that's
Maybe I should go to Atlanta instead.
you
I
should.
didn't realize that was opening day, too.
No, you
whoa,
should.
Zoe. I just saw one
I'd probably-
carry-on bag available. Oh, no, never mind. I thought it said free. It said for a fee. Of course.
Everything's for a fee, dude.
Wear your jeans, throw a couple shirts into a backpack, make it that your backpack carry, because that's not considered a carry on. That's just
Well,
You know,
I travel
Get you a
for
standby.
work.
Mama Kaminsky. She's a flight attendant. She might have some extras lying around.
Did not know that.
Well, you'd have to roll the dice, but with the standby, but you get
Hold on.
discount.
Stand by. We're looking to see what your boy can get here with all of his points.
Oh yeah, you don't need no standby. You got points.
So,
travel
Aldo, do
a
I
lot
want to
for
sit in the
work.
berm? It is at Sloan Park. Do I want to sit in the berm or do I want to sit like at the bullpen seats? A
I
long
think-
time since
well,
I've
I
actually
think
gone to spring
the
training because I've always been coaching during spring training.
bullpen seats. Where are the bullpen seats? Because like the entire outfield is just the berm.
Right, the outfield's a berm, and then it says
Bullpen
Budweiser
seats.
rooftop. What the shit?
Yeah, they have their own Budweiser rooftop.
Bullpen reserve seat.
I just said on the berm, you just get to walk around. Really, they don't really bother you a lot.
It's in the down left field corner, kind of like Bartman area.
Hold the phone. We can make this fight.
I am.
We can
What do
make
we
this
got,
fight $3.99 using points.
Free 99.
$3.99, baby. Your boy's got how many points I got in this bitch? I got 87,000 points.
Oh.
These tickets are
Woo!
25,000 points a piece.
Do we have a
We might be
Pinwheels
making
and
this
Ivy
happen.
meeting?
We might be making this happen.
Do they play later in spring training? It's gonna have to zoom in.
Yes,
I think they
Mitch,
do. They played twice. I think.
Mitch, they play tomorrow, but
I'm
Zoe
kidding. No,
Zoe can't go.
Go down to the second game.
They play tomorrow, but Zoe can't go. So you're out of luck.
Fucking kids, man.
Get out of luck.
Damn rubber.
Damn rubber.
okay, so
They play again March 1st.
All right,
Wait, what
March
day?
1st. I can make that happen.
Oh, your boy
I will
turns
not
40.
be in the country March 1st.
No,
Yeah,
March 1st is that's a Friday.
I'm going to Zach Bryan on March 5th.
So Zoe still can make it March 1st.
I can, but I'm not going to.
Oh no, wait. Is it
Pinwheels and Ivy takes
Wait.
over Cub Sox?
How many of you guys wear condoms? Has anybody worn a condom?
I like not in a long time.
Oh, a condom.
Condom. Yeah, I don't think I can do the March 1st. Oh, I'm not even gonna answer that question. I was just
Like
more making
8
fun.
years. Well, we know you when you weren't wearing one.
I was just more maybe for a question, but yeah, I can't do March 1st. The end of February one I could probably make happen because I am of the train of thought as our friend Alexis. I like to have a birthday month.
Oh,
and this birthday is 40. So you best believe your boy's having a month. So
I'm gonna have to hop on the month bandwagon. I'll go a week. I feel like
it does get kind of old. The older you get, the month is kind of tough. But I could do a week.
I feel like 40 you could pull off a month. You know, but like some other
Yeah.
Here's the
midlife
cool part.
crisis.
50, I think would be a month one.
So I'm looking at the lineup too. Innings Fest starts at that's what I'm going to after the game or whatever. That starts at 1, but the bands that are opening aren't good bands, so there isn't actually a need to be at Innings Fest until 5.
Trojan.
Oh,
Go jam.
calm down.
Yeah, I can do the birth month. I can do the birth month. I don't know. I won't do it for 40 though. I'm going to a concert on my actual birthday, and then I think we're gonna have a small get together in the basement. Again, not trying to leave my house ever again. So
Have you
have
named
people-
it?
You know what? Funny you bring that up.
2, 3, 4.
This was discussed earlier today, but nothing has been settled on. I think
Are you gonna get a neon sign?
me and Mrs. O have massive creative differences when it comes to what we want to name this bar.
Wait, what do you want?
I had just Zoe's because she's technically a Zoe because it's the
Yeah.
last name.
True.
Come and Go, but that's already gone. That's the gas station. She didn't think it was funny.
Yeah, following the
it's
theme
already
of
taken.
the last hour.
Yeah, that's true.
You stay though.
I apparently too long. Yeah, I forgot what other ones I had, but none of them really worked.
What does she have?
But I don't remember, to be honest with you. I don't know. I've been drinking since like 6 o'clock tonight. It's
Must be
the
nice.
memory. The memory's going. Started out with some wine at dinner.
Ooh.
Then, guys, I don't know if you know this, but when you put a full functioning bar in your basement, you tend to drink a lot more.
I would imagine.
Well, you're just training for the case race.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dougie is smoke us by himself.
Mm-hmm. Look what you started, Mitch.
I know guys like that.
We have to put like some sort of handicap on, don't you? Like you have to do.
See, my problem with going on Bourbon Street, Johnny, is I grew up in Beverly, so like closer to that establishment. So if I go to Bourbon Street, guaranteed 8 people that I haven't seen since high school for a reason I'm going to run into every time I go there. Every time I go there. And yes, if I ever buy a boat, it will be Boats and Zoes. 100%. 100%. I don't know. I actually got a neon sign for Christmas from my dad, but it just says open. He wants me to put it in the basement window. So if he drives by and I have it lit up, he knows he can come in for a drink.
You should get a Malort light.
No.
Class up the joint.
No, I'm not. I'm not one of the Malort Chicagoans at all. I don't think it's funny. I think it's just a waste.
I'm with you, Zoe. I'm with
It's fucking terrible. I don't get the allure. I don't hate it. I mean, if you guys want to do it, go for it. It's just not my bag, baby. You guys go for it. I'm not doing it. I'm not buying it. It's just what it is. I've done my one a couple years ago, and I'm good. Never again.
Then get a 4 Roses light.
Possibly. That bottle was
They had
pretty
some good activation at the Rose Bowl. It was perfect branding for them. But they had a really they were all over the Player Fest. They had 4 roses everywhere.
Missy, it gets significantly worse the older you get. Like, it's terrible. But yeah. I don't know how you guys do it. Mitch, you ever drink Malort?
You know, I used to hate it. I used to thought like, you know, it tastes like paint thinner. But I'm not gonna lie, the last few times
It does taste like paint thinner.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of growing up.
It's an acquired taste.
It is, and I don't have it.
I don't like it, but if someone was like, do a Malort shot, I would take it.
It tastes like the first time I tried it was just dirt.
I would never do like.
Dirt.
So usually I could do like bourbon on the rock. I could never do like Malort on the rocks. Couldn't.
Oh no.
Malort, you'd have to do.
And in fact, if you get over poured with Malort, that's actually potential for like a little bit, like little verp, if you will. Because if you have to do a second gulp of Malort, it's got to be one gulp. It can't be more than. It can't be gulp. The second gulp, you're fucked.
Clip all of that. Malort does suck. Yeah, dog. This show ended about an hour ago, bud.
Time is a flat circle. Yeah, dog.
So,
Time is a flat
This
circle.
show never started.
this is just we decided to talk to each other and put it live for people to comment on it.
Yeah, basically.
So
Uh,
The end of the game when like they got to get the bench warmers in to like log some minutes. This is just me. I'm getting my
No.
minutes in for the year. So look.
I
We're the
actually-
2024 White Sox. We're just kind of playing. No one's
Yeah,
gonna
we're
wa-
just
like,
kinda-
no one's watching. No
just
one's
kinda
paying
going to-
attention.
just kind of going with it. I have it in my contract. I have to podcast for X amount of minutes, so I'm just trying to
Get these
stack
bonuses
those up.
too.
Yep.
We're the Brian Shaw right now.
Yep.
We're just time.
Do you think the White Sox could actually put up some runs if they went out and signed Soler or a Teoscar Hernandez?
They
along
would
with
score-
the prospects
They would
they
score.
can get from the
Few
Orioles.
more runs, yeah.
See, when the 108 guys have one of, if not the best,
Kevin.
I don't know.
I want to know what this said.
Oh,
What is this about? What are you guys jamming
I
about?
haven't gotten. I started listening to it, and then I got to a place where I couldn't hear it because it was too loud. So I have to go back and re-listen to it. It got to the point. You clipped it at that exact spot, so it starts right. So, but it's why it's so easy to pitch. Should I just play it? I can play it.
What is it?
Don't blow up the DMs. What if it gets gnarly?
Oh, it's from YouTube. It's ex Major League player tells all about the White Sox.
Oh no!
Tells all. Who is it? Who's the
Who
player?
is it?
T-Mobile
Yeah.
Well, it's an ad right now. It's a T-Mobile ad, is what it is. But
Is it the guy
the
who
player?
says that Kenny Williams?
Fenway. And then success-wise, I was always very successful in Chicago against the White Sox. I felt comfortable there for whatever reason, and I really love Citi Field. I believe that Citi
Trevor
is
May.
actually
Trevor May,
consistently
okay.
my best stadium. So go look that up. From Ask Joshy, games you were most nervous about. Most nervous about. There was a few. My first playoff game in 2019.
is this it, or is that
was
the end
a
of
little
it?
bit nerve-wracking. It was in Yankee Stadium in the division series. It's Yankee Stadium. It's a playoff series. So loud. I've said this before, and I'll say it again.
Easy to pitch in front of no one.
Playoffs. You just don't want it to be your fault. You just don't want
Oh,
you that did it. We all know Bill Buckner. That's all I'm
Only
saying.
the Sox part.
That guy was
Okay.
yeah. Oh boy, we got attendance jokes.
We got tennis jokes.
Trevor May coming in with the hot takes.
I like it.
What do you guys think Sox attendance is going to be like in 24?
Ooh, over under.
Yeah, do that for an over under with people.
40.
100% real
41.
ones.
That's a
We
good
already
question.
know. We already know we got the bougie season ticket holders holding it down.
That's right.
Yeah, they'll be there. Pinkies out.
They're the only real fans that matter anyway.
So they always do like a Q&A aspect of 108 Day, and I hope someone just gets up on that mic and just torches him. It'll be
I hope
awesome.
someone. We need that recorded and on full blast.
No, you can't make. They don't record shit at 108 Day for a reason.
That's right. Oh, I forgot. That's right. We stopped doing that.
You got to do over under. How many guns sneaked in? Half.
Ellie.
Over, under?
Yeah.
Over. Wait, that gets found out about?
That gets
or
found
just-
out. That gets found out.
Oh,
Or actually, no, you could do how many guns gets discharged inside guaranteed rate field.
Yeah, didn't.
I'm still taking the over. Attendance is going to be pretty brutal. I mean, it is what it is. I actually plan on taking the boy to a lot of games this year because there'd be no one there.
Oh yeah, no, you
a great
can.
way-
You,
They're bad,
no,
though.
you can go like at first pitch and get in there for free.
You buy
It
the
is a
nose
great
seats.
way. It's a great way to ease the boy into going to baseball games. Don't have to worry about losing him in the crowd. No bathroom lines. No lines for food.
He
All right,
just
so
runs
remember what-
away. All you have to do is scream his name. It's going to echo around the
Yeah.
stadium.
Yeah, I mean the pitcher might tell me to quiet down.
Okay, so
But-
over and under attendance last year was 21,405 per game, down from 24,704 the previous season.
Under.
It's gonna be under.
Gonna drop down.
It's-
They'll
it's-
average like
it's so good.
18,000 is my guess.
18.
We'll go.
After, yeah,
I mean, even
after
back when they were
how
really
bad,
They never got below 20,000. They've never gotten below 20,000 in the last at least
That was
14
tickets
years.
sold, though. White Sox
Not
fans are
yet.
pissed off.
not
Oh.
yet. Yeah, you got to remember, dude. Like,
That's right. Through the turnstile.
not well. Again, going off of what Passan said yesterday, like no fan base in any sport, arguably, has had it worse than the White Sox fans the last decade. And I'll still go to games. I know guys like Mitchell still go to games. Like, we surround ourselves with real, like, big baseball fans. I don't want like using the word there or real there, but big baseball fans, guys that'll just go to just watch baseball. Your casual fan is not going to go to that game. They're not going to go to a game to watch a 30-win team, 35, 40-win team play baseball.
Yeah.
Remember, Aldo and Fizz, Mitch, I think this was before you joined, but remember when the Sox like got good for a little bit, like when the rebuild like looked like it was actually taking off, and people would really go on Twitter and be like, I miss when there was no lines.
Yeah.
You got it back.
Ugh.
And we all just shook our head like, you idiot. What are you doing? But here
I
we
will
are.
say, Von Nova season, they were like, I went to like 12 games that year. It was great because they're so cheap. It'd be like a Tuesday.
It's
I'm
so
like,
cheap, dude.
$15.
You know what? It's going to be a great time because you're going to go tailgate. The White Sox Twitter community is all going to probably be there tailgating. It's going to be a fun time.
Here,
Go
I think I
in.
have the number for the over/under if you want to do the attendance average. Tickets sold.
What are you
I
going to
guess.
go off of Oakland's last year?
No. I'm doing off the White Sox. Their lowest point, like in the last decade. So I'm going back to like the middle of the rebuild, 2018. You guys averaged, the White Sox averaged 19,862. So over under that average.
That's a good number.
Oof.
Because when Fid said it, the
Ooh,
number I had in my head
actually-
was 19,000.
Yeah, and then 2021. I'm not going to count that though because that was still they had some COVID restrictions.
No,
to start
are
the
we
year.
talking butts in the seats or tickets sold?
It just says tickets sold. That's how they base it.
Yeah.
Mm,
That's been the low point in the past couple decades.
it's probably going to be right around there. I'll go under.
Yeah, I feel like you got to go under.
Because
Right.
even in those years where they were like bad, like you had Moncada who was coming up. You're like, okay, like let's see if this guy's any good. You had like something to watch. There's no one to watch on this team. Like who are you gonna outside of
No.
Luis Robert? There's like no one that's gonna get you excited to like go to a White Sox game unless they're playing for the other team.
Well, and the other thing is we literally just got beat the fuck out of the fans. We just got punched in the stomach, kicked in the nuts, whatever you want to call it, all last season. Last season was arguably the most disappointing season of my entire White Sox fandom just because expectations were so high and they delivered so low.
The Jeff Passan comparison to them being a lemon was like perfect.
Yes.
Because like we all thought they were gonna be like I think we all predicted them to win the division. And
Yeah.
done.
Just dud. We drove it a block off the lot and it just the motor fell out the bottom of
I'm
it.
glad. I'm also glad because, like, obviously, what a dumbass prediction. But like, Jeff Passan was like, "Yeah, man, I had him win the
Oh, yeah,
World Series back in
he
21."
owns that shit. That's one of the reasons why I like him as what he does is because he owns his shit, and he makes fun of it, whatever.
That's.
But
I mean, that's
If
what.
you're in that business though, like you're gonna have
some guys don't. Some guys don't own it though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but I think that's
I got
you're
you.
not gonna be 100. You're not gonna be batting 100%. So you gotta. That's the better way to go about it instead of pretending like you're always batting 100.
Yeah, no one bats 100, but it's just tough, man. I mean, unless you're like a big baseball fan, it's really tough to get motivated to go to a White Sox Royals game in May.
I'll be
You
there.
know what I
With
mean?
AC. They're finally playing on a weekend this year. Like last year, it sucked because like every time they
See?
played the Royals, it was in the middle of the week.
But that's what I'm talking about. Mitch is a big baseball fan.
Right.
Look at it. It's fucking January 5th, and Mitch has already
Nay.
got this shit mapped
I got
out.
mapped out. They're playing the
I love
Cardinals,
that,
too.
though.
I'll be there.
That's what I'm talking about. And it's few and far between. But what you're also going to see, although, too, is a lot of people like let's say when the Dodgers come to town. Like that's going to be a big boost to attendance numbers.
That's true.
You're
That
gonna go to see the guys they're
that's a really
playing
low
against.
number, 19,000.
It's going to be bad,
That's
man.
low.
It's going to be really bad. I
There'll
mean,
be a
there's
few
going to
days
be
that'll anchor it. When the Yankees come to town, that gets a pretty good draw.
Yeah.
Same with the Dodgers. I don't even know if they play the Dodgers this year. And then opening day.
everybody plays everybody now, man.
I was
right.
gonna say, I think
Well, I don't know if they
opening day. I think opening day is a good indicator. Like if it's not,
I bet you I can walk up to the window and buy a ticket on opening day.
like if it's not
I
100%
bet it's going to be like
capacity.
32,000 is my guess.
Oh,
32,000.
Yeah,
that's-
I
think
for
that's
the
probably-
first time in a long time, I bet you I will be able to walk up there opening day and buy a 100 level ticket at the window.
Probably.
That right there is a very sad sentence. You used to have to buy your opening day tickets months in advance, and now I can. I mean, who are
who
people lining up to see? Mike Soroka fucking as your opening day starter?
That's what I was going to ask. Like if Cease gets traded, who do they have taking the ball opening day?
I mean, it
Probably
is
Eddie at
tough.
this
That is a very tough fire to light.
All right, so the 2023 opening day was the White Sox Giants.
I was
I
there.
think it was
Yeah.
Kopech
The actual
giving up all the
opening
home
day, they
runs.
played good. They beat the Astros.
No,
The home
opener.
Yeah,
That's when the Giants
that's when we
scored
got
2
the shit that got rid-
touchdowns. Yeah,
the attendance for that day, and again, April cold as hell, but it was
freezing.
at 34,784.
You'd be lucky to get 30 this year.
My biggest recollection of that game, I remember the first inning, Kopech was throwing this changeup and it looked filthy. He got 2 outs really quickly, and I was tweeting oh man, Kopech's got a changeup and he's gonna be our 5th starter. We could be in business. Then he proceeded to give up 2 back-to-back bombs. I was like, boy, now he's making me look like an asshole.
And it was a home run derby, dude.
Home
I
run
remember
derby.
I got
It
up
was
to get a
right
beer
after
and I was
tweeted
like,
it.
I got up to get a beer and as I was waiting in line, I just kept cheering. I'm like, this can't still.
Was your neck
what is-
sore from going like this the whole way?
Yeah, I mean, I was just sitting, and then I just got really drunk and stopped. Stop paying attention. Who's the home opener against this year?
Is it actually on opening day or is it a home opener?
Yeah, it's on opening day. It's fucking the Tigers on March 28th at 3:10 p.m.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Javi
Tigers.
91. Ooh.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to get up for that one.
You're lucky if you get 30,000 at that game.
Yeah, on a
Lucky.
Thursday, 3:10.
3 against the Tigers, then 3 against the Braves. I can see the Braves drawing people, but the first week of April's tough.
But that sucks. Yeah, it's April.
And then they go to Kansas City, they go to Cleveland, then they get the Reds home for 3, the Royals home for 3. They go to Philadelphia, they go to Minnesota, or Tampa comes here, Minnesota comes here, they go to St. Louis. All right, May it starts getting nice. You got Guardians here for 4, Nationals here for 3. They go
That'll
to
be
New
an
York.
factory, that White Sox.
They go to Toronto. All right. May 23rd through 26th, 4 games at home versus Baltimore. I'll probably go to one of those games.
Yeah.
And then follow that up with 3 games versus the Blue Jays. I'll probably try to go to one of those games. Then they play at Wrigley on June 4th and June 5th. Red Sox come here for 4 games, June 6th to June 9th. Red Sox always travel fucking well.
Yeah.
They always travel well.
Yeah.
Although they go to Arizona.
Gilly asking about the Cubs April schedule. It's brutal. Pull up the Cubs schedule.
I say
Wow, is it
under.
that bad?
It's brutal, man.
Got it.
From what I remember, it is
Was it
brutal.
Let's see.
It might be.
Let me see. The Cubs start. Oh shit! Cubs start their season 3 games against the Rangers, and then they have the Rockies in Wrigley for 3, and then they have the Dodgers in Wrigley for 3, and then they go to San Diego for 3, and then they go to Seattle for 3, and then they go to Arizona for 3, and then they have the Marlins at home for 4, Astros in Wrigley for 3, and then they go to Boston for 3, and they close out April playing the 9 Mets.
Bruh.
I under. Especially with this current roster, I would put it under 10. Probably 9.
That is hang with.
Hang with 'em. It's never great when you start in the defending world champs building.
Yeah, not great. And then they have that 9-game West Coast road trip. It's like,
Yeah,
Not great.
that's brutal, man. Yeah, dog with the tweet of the night.
What was
It's just a picture of a very zoned out Fids.
Can pick and choose.
Well, no, when your face was frozen.
Yeah, I was
When
like,
your camera was
I
frozen.
screenshotted that one too, actually. So I'm like sitting here. You guys can hear me, but I wasn't sure if I was frozen for you guys too. I could hear everything fine.
All right.
Weird.
I think we might put a bow on this. It's getting late. I got a big day tomorrow. Mitch, you're on mute.
Fuck, sorry. I had to cut another video and I didn't want you to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll reconvene on Wednesday at our normal bet time, normal bet channel. Apparently, we don't need to do a show till February because no one's. Oh, Mitch, you missed that part. Chasen told Fids that no one's signing till February.
No, hey, there we go.
Except for one guy.
For one-
Imanaga has to sign by next Thursday.
Yes, he has to sign. Oh, so there you go. And this weekend,
We'll have
isn't
that.
it
We'll
Cubs-
have that news.
Isn't it Cubs convention this weekend?
Is it this
Next
weekend?
weekend.
Next week.
Next weekend.
The Cubs love to make a signing right before Cubs convention.
Oh, that would be sometime next week then. Maybe
Yeah.
another catcher.
Another
Maybe-
Cubs, another catch. Got to get a depth catcher.
Maybe
Well,
maybe
you
two
know who
catchers.
is wheeling and doing? The White Sox.
Yeah, we got Chucky Robinson, baby.
We're gonna sign some more
You talking
guys.
about that signing yet?
Who?
Chucky Robinson.
We
Minor
missed
league
that guy.
Did you do this in MLB The Show
No, that's an actual signing. They signed
in the year 2042?
Who is
He's,
Chucky?
he's gonna be a triple A. Look up Chucky Robinson. The White Sox signed him this offseason. I swear to God.
Like literally, Chucky. He goes by.
And he goes by Chucky. You go to Baseball Reference, you can search Chucky Robinson. Got 25 at bats in the show.
Chucky Robinson used to be with the Reds. Okay.
Catcher?
Alright.
You
Let's
can
see
read
what it
all
is.
about him on Sports Mockery. It was a slow month for transactions. You know, we were
Oh,
grasping.
and by the way, for those of you asking, yeah, I was just gonna say it's CHUCKIE. Charles
So sorry.
Entertainment Rights. Oh shit! Stay hot,
Charles-
Baloney. You're having a good comment. In
What?
in the minor leagues, 370 at bats,
Yeah.
290, 356, 806, 13 homers, 74 RBIs, 7 stolen bases. Catcher with wheels. I love catchers with wheels.
I mean, who says
All about catchers with
this
wheels.
podcast is not dedicated? We're 2.5 hours in breaking down Chucky Robinson.
Hey, that's what.
Yep.
There you go. That's why you need a Mitch on the show.
That's why you need Mitches on your show.
That's why we didn't mention him.
And that was in AAA ball. How did I not hear about this except for reading on sportsmockery.com, turn on push
Well, maybe you didn't have
notifications.
your notifications turned on. You
He
missed
didn't have
it.
his notifications turned on. That's
I don't think I did. I think I got a
That's
It's
a
easy to
reminder
miss
to all
all
of
the
you out there to
DFAs
turn them
now.
on.
between
I'm
that
gonna
and the
call
Declan Cronin news that he got DFA'd. You know, there's a lot of White Sox.
I saw that. Well, I think I got so caught up in the Declan Cronin news
that you missed
that I
Chucky.
missed
Yeah,
you
Chucky
missed Chucky
Robinson.
it's understandable.
And then,
Yeah,
and also the snip snap with Carlos Perez. He's gone and he's back.
He's back.
You know, that was pretty emotional, traumatizing.
Well, with
Uh,
Chucky now, they're going to have like 4 catchers on the 40-man rosters. I'm surprised they brought him back.
Chicago.
Four. That's child's play.
If you're a catcher and you're in Major League Baseball, you need to just get on one of the Chicago teams.
Chicago.
Jed's
We
bringing
got
in 6. They're bringing in 6.
Need depth.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a pretty accurate assessment of the shit.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Hmm.
I seriously, guy's 20. Oh, he's 29. Is he a career minor leaguer?
No, he was with the Reds. Got 25 at bats.
Yes, he's a career minor leaguer. Did he answer your question? Yes, he is.
When was he?
But
with
on the White
Reds?
Sox, he could be.
Oh,
a
this
key
is just.
hitter. You never know.
Hey, maybe Charlotte's got that magic formula that he needed. Maybe he can pass Stassi or Maldonado.
It's going to be a low bar set. As long as he can hit above 190, then
Then you know what? I don't I don't blame Chucky. I'd look at that depth chart too and be like, yeah,
Hey.
fuck it.
Hey, let me tell you, I'm looking at I'm looking at Chucky's game log here. He ended 2022 going 3 for 7 against the Cubs. So he finished hot. He was hot.
Cub killer.
Yeah, to bring him up
Cub
for
killer.
Cub stocks in June.
Oh, Jesus. This season's gonna be a trip, dude.
It's
It's gonna be like the movie Major Leagues.
yeah.
But, like, it's not gonna have a good end.
No.
Cool, because the players won't want to see Jerry Reinsdorf naked, so like that tactic won't work. They'll be like ripping off the pieces, like, I can't win again.
The only bizarro thing that could happen this season is this ragtag group of suck puts it together and like goes off on like a 30-game winning streak or some shit like that.
I
Like,
looked
It'll
it
be
up.
electric when I bet them over 70.5 wins, and they get that 30-game winning streak to like barely eclipse that number.
Mitch, don't bet them over 70 wins.
Just when Zoe read off the start of the schedule, though, that didn't look like there were tons of like. I mean, you got winnable games out of the gate.
No, you're forgetting the White Sox suck, Kevin.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but
Those are winnable games for the other team.
but hey,
We haven't even we talking about how bad the lineup was, like, and
Name
like
a couple
rotation we know
wins.
is bad, but like the bullpen's gonna be horrible.
Amen.
The Santos and a bunch of scrubs.
gotta believe. You've got to believe.
Well,
Tim
first of
Hill.
all,
Tim Hill.
relax on the
Oh, yeah,
scrubs.
Tim Hill.
Relax on the scrub talk. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a season. It's gonna be interesting. The thing is, I'm like apathetic
He's
to
got
it though.
you.
Like
He's got you.
I'm not gonna get mad this year.
I'm the same way. I see all these people riled up over these signings.
Yeah, like again,
It
it was.
enough. I'm numb. It's all right. Like,
Why are you mad that they signed Chad Krul or whatever the fuck his name is to a minor league deal? Who gives a shit?
that was funny.
Like what?
Yeah,
dude?
yeah.
Like why
I
do
mean,
people
there's
care?
some people. We all know the type. It doesn't matter what they do. They're going to complain about something. They could have
Right.
said Shohei Ohtani and be like, "You're paying him that much? What?
You're paying a DH?
Foolish baseball.
Pitch next year."
Look up foolish baseball. This is the best case scenario. You just want a 1 year. This is a crappy team, but we have no idea how they were good. The 2012 Oakland A's.
Yep,
They were
I'll
like
take it.
predicted to win like 70 games. They weren't supposed to be good. They had
Sign
Yoenis
me up.
Cespedes. You guys have Luis Robert Jr.
Oh,
And, like, that was it.
Coming back.
And they ended up winning 94 games, I think. And then after that, none of the guys sustained their success, though, except for Cespedes a little. But it's like that's your best case scenario. You just need guys having career years. Pull up the memes.
Hang
Like,
around.
that's what you need. So that looks so creepy.
I am the leprechaun. I knew Fizz would get
The
that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I knew Fizz would get that reference right away. No, although I'm down. Sign me up for one of those seasons where they just magically win 70 games. Watch the White Sox sneak into the playoffs, win the wild card game.
They win the division with 75 wins.
I mean,
Cooking with gas.
ESPN's just already popping chubs, getting ready for the 30 for 30 on this ragtag group of misfits.
Sox, Yankees.
And when they added Chucky Robinson, all the pieces were in place.
They start doing
What if
American
I told you?
commercials. Gotta do the American Express commercials.
Yep. Oh yeah, when he slides into home.
Let's do a home without it.
What if I told you the missing piece was Chucky Robinson?
Using
Do,
the
like,
money
child's
Tim Hill
play
made out the
shirts?
street in the homeless camp. The White
Oh,
Sox
there you go.
added another left-handed relief.
There you go. What if I told you all the White Sox needed was child's play? Chucky Robinson. Here's the lineup. 40-40 season for Chucky Robinson. So fucking delirious. Oh.
I'm glad we got to the point of the podcast tonight. It's like, what if the White Sox are good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I knew we were good.
Full circle. Full circle.
That's right.
Because we
Watch-
know they're not. They're not going. They're going to be really bad.
I knew we were going to get there.
I'm very
But-
excited
What if-
for the prediction show. I might have to put in some PTO for that one. That'll be
Yeah.
an interesting.
We're going to need you for that one because
Glad we can stop sniffing glue.
Like
when I go
our
under
bold
40
White
wins,
Sox predictions are going to be like White Sox win 74 games.
my bold White Sox predictions, they win 55 games.
It's 27.
I said Pedro is going to win Manager of the Year last year, so you never know what the hell is going to happen this year.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that 27-4 streak is gonna be nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Luis
Come in
Roberts gonna go
September,
fucking
too, when they
crazy.
have like 30 wins.
The Dong is gonna just be a manimal, going insane.
Nicky Lopez has like a 5-WAR season at second base.
Just 5-tool second baseman. Andrew Vaughn fucking
Eloy
grows 2
finally
inches.
Yeah, Eloy becomes a monster.
Taffy stretcher workouts.
Oh man, Oscar Colas is the player we all thought he would be.
Eric Fetty, Cy Young contender.
Just, I can see it all happening. We're all gonna
You
put it
guys
all.
trade
Let's put this
Steve,
all out.
better
Let's put
pieces.
this all out in the universe. Yohan Moncada has a contract year, just goes nuts. 30-30 season for Yohan.
Andrew
know why,
Vaughn gets
but
like
he's
a
stealing bases
900 OPS.
Gavin Sheets
Yeah.
doesn't play right field.
Oh, settle down. Now we're
Gavin
getting
Sheets
crazy.
doesn't trip over himself.
Just
Yeah,
help him right.
fly ball.
You know what? I don't even blame Gavin for that. That's not. I don't
No,
even
fuck
blame
you.
him for his bad defense. It's
Nope.
can't even make. Fun.
You think they told him after the season? It's like, Gavin, put in 100% effort because we still believe in you as an outfielder. So go out and get better in the offseason. Or do you think they were like, Gavin, we're moving in a different direction?
No, I
Focus
think
on
they
your
were like,
hitting.
go put some work in right field. Like you're going to compete for the job.
I don't know, man. If the whole focus this offseason is defense, how do you say that and then put Andrew or put
Well, where
Sheets
else are
on
you going to put? Otherwise, where else are you going to put Sheets? Like
DH
this time, like not when
Eloy
you
in right field?
roster.
against righties?
Well, no, that was the thing. Wasn't his focus supposed to be on defense last offseason?
Yes. This was the prod. Well, I think it was Eloy's focus. He was focusing on defense because we were told he was going to be the right fielder.
And he got hurt.
Can't stay.
Oh,
off the wall.
There you
we
go.
do.
There's a
We
bold
do.
prediction.
Actually, Missy, I
Yes.
don't think she's still watching, but you need to holler at your girl and get that curse lifted, please. Because you were supposed to do that last year and you obviously failed horribly. So we need that.
I mean, Missy cursed the 2023 White Sox. I think that's what happened.
I think we just figured this all out.
The curses were mixed
I
up.
think we
and
just figured it all out right now.
Because Clevenger pitched good.
Yeah.
He's the best arm we had in that rotation. It was a bad curse. They backfired.
I think she was supposed to get the curse reversed. Never did it.
She's like in Photoshop when you use the wand tool and then you do inverse. She did inverse by accident. It hit everybody but Clevenger.
There you go.
That's it. Oh, that's
Surprised
a good.
Surprised he didn't get paper yet. Somebody will sign him. Pitching's at a premium.
Uh-oh,
All right.
Well, not until February 1st.
All right, Mitch, go home. I think this is
February
done.
1st.
We're
Midnight.
at two.
snowing down here in
2:45.
Missouri too. It's going to be a pain in the ass driving.
Drive fast, take chances.
That's true. Hammer down, baby.
Hammer down, baby. All right. I think for Mitch, that's Fitz.
I mean, thanks for the sickos who are still.
He's all
Yeah, 15 of you.
I seriously love all of you. And I will see some of you tomorrow. You guys take care of each other and good night.